Wallace Chambers, Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. And England are world champions again then, so...
Oh, it's brilliant.
It was amazing, wasn't it? See, I'm not a rugby man at all. I never watched rugby. I think the last time, was when we won about 12 years ago, whenever it was. And I got into it last week because I realised we were doing so well. I watch England win anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't care what... In fact, I wasn't into war when I was little until I realised we were so bloody good at it.
We are really good at it.
It's brilliant. But, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Right, that's the rugby thing over. What next? That's it. That's all I've got. That's all I had today.
It does steam me... Sometimes I watch it and it does remind me of when I play rugby, because one of them will boot it down the field, and then someone will catch it and boot it straight back again.
Yeah.
Which is essentially how we play rugby.
I was made to play rugby. I had to play rugby. Yeah. And I don't think I'd get rid of the ball so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever got tackled or fell over.
Yeah.
I think I touched the ball about 20 times in the 2 years it was compulsory.
Yeah.
I was terrified.
Yeah, absolutely.
And same as cricket. I can't. I'm a terrible batsman. I'm all right at bowling, but it seemed like the pastime for people I went to school was to injure you.
Yes.
It was funny to see someone poleaxe. It was funny to see someone get a cricket ball in the head.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
I never relaxed into rugby because the first day I was going to play it, my mum, I swear to God, my mother said, "Are you playing rugby today? You got the kit and everything. Enjoy it. Be careful." There was a kid at my school who broke his neck. And
cheers,
thanks very much for that.
See you later.
So I just went to school absolutely
Man, one thing, broken neck, is that or should you get better in a couple of days?
No, you can find your wheelchair.
No. Enjoy the game, though.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely I was just petrified from that day.
See, at least American football, got
the padding, the helmets.
Yeah, but anyway, no injuries, thank God.
Thank goodness.
So,
well, I tried to play rugby, but it's awkward when you've got glasses. I don't know, there's something about
you didn't really play with glasses on?
Yeah, I couldn't see anything, could I? I couldn't see anything. How else was I going to play?
Oh my God! And
so you're bound to be cautious, because inevitably you're a bit more cautious when you've got glass next to your face.
You were the tallest person on the pitch as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you were when you were about 14, you were probably 6 foot already, weren't you?
Yeah.
And everyone else was what, 5'2"?
Yeah.
So you were
towering above them,
with glasses on.
Just with the glasses on.
And you've got pretty cool glasses now. You've had a bit of a makeover. It's like Trinity and Suzanne said. First thing to go, the glasses.
Sure, sort them out.
Yeah. And presumably you used to have those National Health sort of bottle.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Is it true? You've never been able to mosh?
I tried to mosh. Because I've always watched people stage dive in, moshing at concerts. I've always thought that looks like brilliant. When they ride above
like
everyone's
wave,
heads,
like they're surfing across
someone's heads. And everyone would say, yeah. And I always wanted to do that because I'm a big rock music fan. And the only time I did mosh was at Rage Against the Machine. I tried to mosh at Rage Against the Machine.
I love the idea of a band called Rage Against the Machine, aimed at a man with glasses who won't mosh.
Well, it was at the Reading Festival, and I think the lead singer, I forget his name, he went, can I just remind everyone that racism and fascism are on the rise in Europe again. Let's not let it happen.
What did you do?
And we all cheered, obviously. I mean, if there's one thing that guarantees a cheer at Reading Festival, it's down with fascism.
And what did they do about it after the concert?
Went back and...
went home and had a cup of tea?
Probably, I don't know what they got.
Sure. They didn't go to Europe then and try and stop...
I don't think they got involved politically in Europe. I think they just continued to rage.
Against the machine?
Yeah, but largely in America, I think.
Sure.
I tried to mosh, and I got moshing, and glasses flew off. And I remember, because we were playing away, you do what you tell me. And I was just going, careful! I've dropped my glasses. Can we be careful?
Loads of kids in hooded tops.
Yeah, exactly.
Just going mental.
Yeah, and they're all jumping up. So I was going, can we just calm down for a second?
Let's not be silly.
Yeah. It was absurd. And I had to kind of, scrabble around on the floor, and thankfully they were okay and they didn't get broken.
So what couldn't you do then?
What do you mean, what couldn't I do?
What, at school? Can you not see without glasses?
No.
I mean, it's like that you couldn't do anything.
It's a blur.
Really?
It's a blur, definitely.
God.
Yeah, it's like being kind of punch drunk or whatever. So yeah, you can't play sports when when you've got glasses.
But why not contact lenses? Because they're not strong enough.
No, they seemed a bit fiddly.
Oh, brilliant. Bit of Lou Reed.
Is that what you want?
Yeah, Satellite of Love. Classic. A retro cut. Lou Reed, with a little help from David Bowie there in the background. Satellite of Love on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Now, Steve, you know how Karl won't do anything outside his jurisdiction. He moans about stuff.
Whinges
He's got
constantly.
one job. We're doing about 5 things in the week.
Always plate spinning.
We just turn up and he's always available. He moans about it. He goes, "Oh, lucky you caught me," right? He's chatting. He just He's one of those people that whinges enough and people think he's overworked. So he got Mondays off, right? He's just a whinger.
Yeah.
I haven't
He
got
won't-
Mondays off though, have I?
Yeah, well, anyway, 2 hours on a Saturday. This is what the phone message he left me Wednesday on my mobile. But I just is chatting about certain things that are going on at the moment. What he does need to know. Duncan, who he mentions, is my agent. And, you know, you understand a few other things. But this is the sort of message I get from Karl, right? Whinger.
Old messages.
Alright, 12, Wednesday. Just getting loads of people calling me all the time about shit. Yesterday, DVDs signing for BBC London. I don't work there, but I've been dragged into that. I've got a woman on leaving a message from Talk PR going on about do you want to go and see Pop Idol again? Right? They're just saying you and some listeners can go. So I'm sure you'll love that. I've got Jim Benner wanting you to introduce the tin buckets at the Astoria. So can you just let Duncan know that I'm doing his job whilst he's sat on his arse with his thumb firmly up his arse? Can you let him know that I'm running around like a here sorting shit out for you? Alright, see you later.
Message left
So,
at 12.
do you know what I mean?
I know, but that's the kind of phone message he's leaving. Do you remember who he was before you?
But he's
started working
even
with him?
annoyed that he gets a phone call. I remember he got a phone call for you to do a voiceover and didn't pass it on. You missed a voiceover. That was thousands of pounds.
No, I did pass it on though. I told you.
You
I
did.
said a
You
woman.
said someone had phoned.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
But who's that?
Well, she didn't say, and I didn't ask. But
Of
it's
course
not my
she
job to do
said.
it. She didn't say.
Rubbish.
So you didn't take the number down. Just when she went, "Oh, can you tell Steve to call me?" And you went, "Yeah."
Yeah, well, I just thought you'd know her already. I should have known. It was a woman, so I should have known.
He's having a go. You see?
Unbelievable. I don't know how it's come back on me. You're the
No.
one who was picking on it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying. I'm defending. Why is he having a go at
But
you?
he never
Because
picks on Ricky because he knows you are his bread and butter. Seriously, do you know what I mean? The only reason he's got Mondays off is because you're still doing this show.
yeah.
That's why he's scared of you. That's why he's like, he has a go at you on the phone, but he always picks on me because he knows, you know, I'm a pushover, I'm a nice guy. He's scared of you. I can't believe, I don't know how it works.
Is that true?
Steve, I'm always sorting you out. I look after you. Sorted you out with tickets. I
I'm not
sorted
saying
you
you
out
don't,
with
but I
lager
got
out.
you today. Why are you picking on me?
What do you mean you're sorting about tickets and lager? What's this?
Right, whenever you want tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
I don't want to use this as like moaning time and that because I don't like to moan. I'm busy and that, right? I've sorted you out tickets for gigs.
Yeah.
Right?
What somebody doesn't even turn up to.
Yeah. We won't even go on about that.
Yeah.
Right? Lager.
He was sorting out the Cure. He complained it was boring.
Yeah. There was that big drum of lager that you had, and you said, "Oh, put that in your room for me,
Yeah.
because I don't want to carry it home." Right?
Lazy.
So I said, "All right, then I'll put it in my room." It goes missing, it gets nicked. Then you have a go at me because it got nicked.
Yeah.
I get you another one. You make me carry it around town for you for half an hour. Then you say, "Oh, I can't be bothered taking it home. Can you take it back to work for me?"
Yeah. But interestingly, this is like a year ago, so it's obviously it's still pressing on you.
Oh,
is it?
hang on. And I forgot the one when we had an argument over 50p. When I went out
you
for a
didn't want to
coffee.
give me 50p back that you owed me.
That was the same day you'd given him about 40 quid worth of lager.
But see, this is my problem. This was my point at the time. It's not the 50p in terms of money is not what's important. The fact that you think you don't have to give me money back because it's only 50p, that was the point at stake. It's me who makes a decision. Oh, don't worry about the 50p, not you. It's only 50p. I'm not going to give it to you. Do you know what I mean? There's got to be rules, otherwise it's chaos, Karl. Come on, mate. All
I
right.
don't want to fall out about
No,
it.
that's not all right. Should we kiss and make up? Do you want that? Do you
No,
want to do
it's
that?
all right.
Yeah. Well, should we play a little record and come back to this? Because
I can't believe it started with you slagging him off, Rick, and I've ended up
I know.
as the monster.
I know.
Bit of REM.
Yeah. REM and Animal. To sing like animals would be REM and their animals.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I'm just thinking. I wonder if they've done a video for animals and the animal
What?
on a DVD, an animals DVD. Huh?
What are you
No, I'm
talking
just saying.
about?
I'm just it's REM there. It's just a good link. REM animals on a DVD would be. I've got an animals DVD out.
You've got an animals
yeah, my
DVD
DVD, my live stand-up's out. Buy it. HMV and
don't
Virgin.
think you should-
Well, no,
I don't
I'm
think
just
you should
saying.
plug
Animals.
your-
No, it's
I don't
funny.
think you should
'cause
plug
no,
your stand-up
I'm
on
not
the show.
plugging it. It came up in the animals from REM. Came
I don't
up.
think you should plug your DVD.
Well, buy it now. It's a really good stand-up DVD.
And
It's out
if you're going
for-
to buy anything, I think I ought to balance this out really. If you're going to buy a DVD, you should probably buy the Office series too, because
Well,
I get money for
That's
that.
been on telly. Animals. See, Animals hasn't been on telly. The Office has been on telly. It's involved with it.
But I don't get any money for
No,
the
I know.
Animals
But that's
DVD.
what I mean. I get
wasn't
everything
involved.
from Animals, whereas I've got to share The Office, where it was with you and some of the other actors. Whereas I get the lion's share. Lion's an animal. The lion's share of Animals. It's all mine. You see. So.
The truth of it is that it's not. I mean, it's your stand-up, and it's not great. It's a bit
No, but
weak.
nor's my
A
acting.
lot of the observations
Nor's my
are quite
acting or
poor.
writing. No.
You're a great actor.
I'm rubbish in The Office. One trick pony.
Well, I
I just
agree with
touch
that,
my tie and I look at the camera, bored with that.
Yeah.
Animals, whole new side.
Yeah, but frankly, you've been
15
doing
quid.
You've been doing so much publicity on TV that if people have seen it all, they'll have probably seen all the best clips.
Yeah,
And,
but The
there's only a
Office,
couple of decent
It's
gags.
only really the dance, and you can get that on a JPEG. So
Some other great stuff.
Don't
in
buy
there.
The Office.
There's some other great stuff in there.
No. Phoenix Nights is better than The Office. So buy Phoenix Nights. Don't buy The Office. Okay.
What?
Right. Let's get on with it. That's
Yeah.
that. Right. What else is
You've
happened?
probably heard most of the stand-up observations on this show, so.
Right. What have you got for us? Available in HMV. Go on.
Oh wow, I'm annoyed. Office. I was walking away from the show last week. I was walking towards Berry Street. I like to look at the records and the record shops. And I was on my mobile phone, and I was chatting away to someone, and what can only be described as a prostitute.
Go on.
Stood on the street corner.
Was she a woman that gives you sex for money?
Yes.
That is a prostitute.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Go on.
And as I was walking by, she said, "Do you want to buy sex?" Now,
You sure it wasn't a market trader giving 6 plums or
No, it was definitely
6 for a quid?
No, it was definitely
Go
a
on.
prostitute.
Yeah.
And what annoyed me about it, what I wanted to pick her up on something, was the fact that I was on my mobile phone. It's like,
So
can you
she was
imagine?
rude.
Who would what am I going to hang up? Sorry, Mum, can I call you back?
I've
You
just
know,
had an offer.
you say you want me to meet more women.
And you sent me that 30 quid
Exactly.
for my birthday.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Johnson, I'm really excited about the job. Can I call you back? I'm just going to negotiate with a whore. And it was just sort of, you could tell that she was clearly probably desperate for crack or a latest fix of smack. So she was literally the normal etiquette of prostitution. That they hang around, they show some thigh. I've seen this in
They
films.
will ya.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
will, yeah.
Take you out for a meal. That
I
sort of
know,
thing. That had
straight
sort of
into
gone
it.
out of the window, and she
Yeah,
was just
sure.
there, desperate, running around.
Did
the
she go
streets
out of a window?
Like a
Because
dog.
that's another thing they sometimes do, specialist
Exactly.
ones.
But I was shocked because I've never been propositioned before like that.
Really?
In London.
It's weird, isn't it? Carl, thoughts?
I think you'd be sort of approached a lot because they tend to sort of go for people who look like they haven't got much chance.
Sure.
And I'm not being mean.
No.
I've known
What do
you
you
a long
mean?
time and
Sorry,
stuff.
I'll let you go back to it. In what way aren't you being mean? By saying that
No,
Steve... go on.
Steve knows is a little bit odd looking.
I don't think... Well...
No, he does. Do you know
Yeah,
before...
no, but it's not what he thinks of his looks.
No.
It's what he thinks of you talking about his looks on...
No, but it's
on.
like how you were talking before about, your eyes are bad. It's nature's little way of saying, look, nothing to see here, right?
Don't get that!
I don't know what you mean.
But when you look in the mirror and that, they've gone, look, he hasn't got the looks, let's make his eyes bad, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
See,
They're
I-
balancing it out, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? Now we're on the topic.
Sorry,
Right, I wasn't-
Johnny Depp.
No, listen,
But I'm gonna... My chest is gonna burst at this moment.
Whenever we get
because-
onto this conversation, I always think to myself, Carl, do you know what you look like?
I'm gonna...
Seriously, can I be honest with you? You look like, if you've got like a balloon, a hot air balloon, right? Just a little balloon, like a party balloon. If you drew a little face on it, right, and inflated it about halfway, that's what you look like.
right. I wasn't...
No, play a record. I don't want to get into this.
Listen,
It's too intense.
now you've got onto this. Let's just nip it in the bud now. I'll tell you something that I wasn't going to tell you because I think it was
I
out
don't
of
want to
order.
hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Right, I was on the tube, right? Well, I wasn't. Someone told me they were on the tube, right? And the tube pulled into a station, right? And one of the women saw the poster that's out at the moment with you and Rick on it, right?
Yeah.
So this woman apparently goes, oh look, there's Ricky. Ricky's on the radio, right? And the other woman goes, oh yeah, don't you listen to it? So she goes, oh, I didn't know he was on the radio. And she goes, oh.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Look at...
Because he didn't sound this bad.
She said, oh, look at look at that person he's with. So she goes, yeah. She said, that's Steve. She said, I was sort of aware that he looked odd because Karl mentions it on the radio.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as much of a blow to me, but I can see how it was a bit of a shock to you.
Yeah.
So that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that isn't me sort of telling this woman to say anything. That was all happened without anybody else sort of bringing it on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
Was it... Sorry, you seem to be relishing this. Was it because of the little balloon story that made you...
I honestly, Steve, I wouldn't have told you, but if you're going to start, having a pop...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't just sit here and take it and that.
No.
I mean... all mates.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was mistaken for Johnny Vegas. Steve's got a story about that, if you want to have a go at me.
Well, someone just thought you were fat with a beard, which is true.
Well, don't have a go at me because he said you look...
Well, you started it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You were milking it. You were egging him on.
I was laughing.
You were egging him on.
I sort of was.
Yeah.
But let's not,
Oh, it's a good job you've got lots of good mates like Jonathan Ross you can go and hang out with. Don't need other friends, people who've helped you in your career.
He's good looking bloke, isn't he, Jonathan Ross?
He's a good looking fella.
Play a record.
New single from Evan Dando, that's called It Looks Like You.
Out of Time by Blur. Luckily, we're not out of time. Got another hour and 25 to go. So it's not over yet on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
We've had quite a lot of emails, as ever, Rick. I should just say, because we're very lazy.
It's a much listened to show.
We're very lazy people, and we rarely reply or read out the emails. But I
never read the emails.
Absolutely.
So I rely, if I haven't replied to them, or my mail, Steve opens my mail and reads my emails. So if I haven't replied, it's just because he hasn't passed it on to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't passed it on to you because I know you'll never reply.
Sure.
So, I'm just cutting out that. But I just want to say thanks for the emails. We do read some of them, and we do appreciate the fact people send in jokes.
I appreciate it. I love it.
But
as long as I don't have to do anything towards it.
Sure, we had an email from Jack. He just said he missed the last 2 weeks' shows. Has he missed anything?
Not really. No, it's the same stuff. You missed, I think last week Karl was having a go at Chinese people not aging well. He had a go at the gays, and he came up with a ludicrous story about a monkey that was impossible. Yeah, so I don't think Jack's missed much. No. Go on.
No. We've just had an email from the Pringles people.
Oh, they, right, good, because it's finally started to happen. I hear these stories about people getting given cars and Armani suits and trips abroad, and we haven't had no, but finally people are starting to, realise what we're doing, our impact on society, and we got a whole box of Pringles sent to us. Not on those little tubes, the proper tubes, the foot-long tubes.
Yeah.
So... and well, what have they said?
Well, the Pringles guys
want them back.
No, they've said they like the show, and if you want more Pringles, give them a call and they'll send you more Pringles.
Yeah. I bloody love Pringles.
Yeah.
Pringles are... The thing about Pringles is, they're Moorish, right?
Yeah.
But how would I put it? The sort of thing when I open them,
yeah.
And by that when I pop,
right?
Yeah. I have to eat the. Well, okay, how can I put this? When I pop, I can't stop.
What do you mean? I don't.
Well, when I pop them open, I can't stop eating them.
Right. When you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's because of the chemicals. I think that might be the reason.
But they're good chemicals.
They're good chemicals. They're the best chemicals.
Pringle chemicals.
They're not bad chemicals.
Lovely.
Like using chemical warfare.
Yes, I want some more Pringles.
Yes,
what else do they do?
More Pringles. It's interesting, actually, you were saying that like other people, like Kylie, I imagine, would get given sort of maybe sexy underwear. You got Robbie Williams where he gives the Armani suits. You get sent the crisps.
Yeah.
Which seems appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice to be sent. Go on.
Talking of Pringles, on the Finchley Road tube station, early on my way in.
There's a lot of Pringles there, isn't there?
Well, I'll tell you a job I don't like.
What?
I wouldn't want to be doing. The woman, there's a little woman who sits in the little snack stall on Finchley Road station.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to describe it, really. She is surrounded by snacks. She can't move for snacks.
Does it look like American Beauty, but with different...
Not dissimilar to that. Yeah. It's a little hut on the station. And it's like, if you go to the seaside, you can put your head through one of those cardboard cutouts and it looks like you're a big fat person or whatever, and you can have your photo taken. It's like an equivalent of that, but it's just snacks everywhere. She's got bananas up to her chin. She's got chocolate coming down to her eyes, crisps either side of her. She can't move. She can't do 360 degrees. She's like packed in there. I don't know how she gets in there.
I think they put her in there first, and pour in the bananas.
Yeah.
And then they go pour in the nuts.
She has 2 hours of makeup before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dressing her in there. Because I'll ask for something from the fridge, and she cannot turn her head to see. She has to go by feel alone just to feel the fridge and get stuff out and pass it. And often I'll say, that's not what I wanted, but she can't. You've got to let her off. It's extraordinary.
Dear.
But there's no music playing.
Does she have to
nothing.
sell her way out of it?
Exactly.
If it's a slow day, she's stuck there till the next day.
Yeah, it's like a world-breaking attempt.
Yeah. Oh dear. That's Finchley Road. So if you,
if you're on Finchley Road or just want to pop down there, have a look at the Snack Woman, because it is. It's
how
always
does she
amusing.
get refills though?
I don't know how it works. I don't know how she goes to the toilet or eats. I don't know what she does.
Yeah.
But God bless her.
That's one of the jobs you wouldn't
That's
have.
jobs I would not like.
I've always worried about working in one of those big photocopying places.
Sure.
Because it's just that constant taste of toner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so dry, and I just imagine going to work with a hangover.
Yeah.
8 hours in that sort of
I think it's those jobs where what's the best that can happen that day? Do you know what I mean? The photocopying shop. What's the best?
Well, they probably have interesting things, like people going in and photocopying.
Porno mags.
Can I have 30 copies of my art?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't make it to the staff party.
Yeah,
But I wonder if I could do that in here.
Yeah.
Carl, what job wouldn't you want to do? Well, any job. You're a lazy...
You're joking, aren't you? I've done loads of stuff. I'm quite happy now doing what I'm doing.
Yeah? You look happy.
I think
You sound happy.
Yeah, I mean, calm down. You on drugs?
I'm all right.
Are you on
happy
E?
before England have won and that? I'm
What?
happy for them.
Yeah, go on, happy for them.
I'm happy in that.
Yeah, what do you mean happy for them? We are England. Happy
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't play. I did very little towards it.
No.
It was mainly Johnny Wilkinson.
Yeah, I
and the
barely
other-
contributed. Switching on the TV was about as much as I did.
Exactly. And shouting, come on!
Yeah.
Talking about jobs and that, though, I was reading the other day about rubbish jobs that people have had and
I
stuff.
haven't got time when I'm at work, man. I just get on with it. I'm not squiddly diddly. Fingers in pies, different jobs. Go on.
Do you know Ivor the Terrible?
Ivan.
He
His Russian. Yeah, that was the Welsh fella. It was bloody awful, but not as bad as his Russian cousin, Ivan. Go on.
he had a fella doing some work for him. Right, this fella built his house. After it was done, right, the terrible fella was like,
fella Ivan.
he was going, "Oh, it's brilliant. You've done a good job there.
Yeah.
I don't want you to build another one like that." Took his eyes out. Just stopped him making an house like that.
Another
Yeah.
one. Blimey.
That's bad, isn't it?
Why didn't he take away his trowel? Then he could have seen, but he couldn't have built a house without a trowel. You can't build a house without a trowel.
Yeah.
I suppose he probably later thought that once he'd been nicknamed Ivan the Terrible.
Yeah.
He thought, why? Because you gouge people's eyes out.
Yeah, but I didn't want to build another house.
I know, but
Take his trowel away. What would I have been then? Ivan the crafty at most.
exactly, yeah.
Ivan the jealous, Ivan the spoilt brat. But
Yeah.
Ivan
the
gouge someone's
terrible
eyes.
is
That
bad.
is bloody terrible. I'm surprised you're not called Ivan the... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're going to go down in history like with Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah.
He's mainly remembered for impaling people.
Yeah, he did a lot of other stuff.
Did a load of great charity
But
work he did.
The
Not
impaling
remembered.
is the thing that's really
Yeah.
gone down in history. When were you reading about Ivan the Terrible?
No, it's just
or
what the
Ivor
story-
the Terrible is the thing you remembered from this informative article.
No, it was just little bits like that. Talking about him, there was a thing about someone who worked for that fella who painted the ceiling.
Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was a thing. A woman who worked for him in his house, and
I love how you assimilate information when it's just bordering on the academic or just the interesting and true. It's wonderful. Ivor the Terrible gouged someone's eyes out 'cause built him an house. That fella who painted that ceiling had a woman work for him. Imagine if you wrote that down in an essay. Imagine if you wrote that in a school essay.
Well, you'd probably end up with not getting a grade or...
Or thinking you turned up to more than you had.
Exactly. Anyway, the
Go
woman
on.
who lived with...
Yeah, the woman who lived in a shoe. Go on.
yeah, there was this woman who lived with him, and she used to go out and do all this shopping and that.
Yeah.
But because she couldn't read or write, he used to have to draw everything that he wanted.
Why couldn't you just tell her?
I don't know.
No,
It's
but no, wait. That's an excellent point. Could she talk?
Yeah, but if it's a big list and that, loads of different coloured paints.
But why
and
couldn't
stuff.
she draw on a piece of paper? Why did he have to do it?
Because he's a better drawer, isn't he?
That's the point. That's it. That is. We were just looking for the logic of the story. You found
You
it.
done it. Play a record. I Don't Owe You Anything by the Smiths on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, over to you. This is the time where we play, well, the world famous quiz, isn't it?
Rockbusters, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is Blockbusters, but with music. See you later.
Cryptic clues and that. Do you want to say?
Not really cryptic, but go on.
We've got a number of DVDs to give away, including some teachers' DVDs. We've got a bunch of CDs here, and also Ricky Gervais's live stand-up DVD,
Animals,
which
cool.
is not good at all. I really would not encourage people to buy that. It is weak observations, poorly performed. I would recommend The Office Series 2 on DVD.
Rubbish in that. I'm awful in that. You can actually see me forgetting some of my lines.
That's true.
Go on.
Right then, so cryptic clues. Just an example, might be new. I reckon people will be staying in today because it's raining and that, so might not have heard it before. So, like...
or they have and they're not listening.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Good. You gave up on that, did you?
Well, give us an example of the sort of thing.
Jesus.
All right, maybe don't.
Listen, I'm a broadcaster.
Words are my tool.
Go on.
All right, forget that.
Come on, Baldy.
Right, three clues then. Here's the first one. It's a band or an artist.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Good point. Good question.
Right.
If it had been why you're going to the northwest, that's a different matter. Go on.
Going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Right.
Yeah.
S is the initial, so it's a band or an artist it starts with an S, and that's the clue. Right. Second one. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right. That's G. Right. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right. And the third one is the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a little bit pricey.
Oh God, I feel an accent coming.
That's one way you're gonna have to think about it with the accent.
I imagine.
There, DS for that one, right? So the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a bit dear and that, a bit pricey. So,
so give us some again quickly.
Right, the first one. I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? That's S. She's related to the man in the lamp, That's G.
Changes
and
a bit.
the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but a little bit pricey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's DS, so email in or text and that.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What's
or
the
text? 83XFM. What's
with
that?
those prizes.
All right,
Brilliant.
play some ads?
Yeah.
Steve, is there anything wrong with a bit of old-fashioned rock and roll? Yes or no?
I do not believe so.
Well, then there's Jet, so roll over DJ on XFM 104.9.
Who are you?
Ricky Gervais, who are you?
Steve Merchant.
Who's that little bald mank whinging twat over there?
Karl Pilkington.
Yeah, sure.
One and only.
All right.
Now,
Go on.
Rick, as you know, there's always junk lying around in this studio, and not all of it is Rockbusters prizes.
No.
And there's I've just been
Some of it's the playlist.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just flipping through an old copy of the Guardian Guide from last week.
Sure.
The little listings thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people might have seen it. There was a documentary on this week about the transfer of British sitcoms to America.
Yeah.
And we did an interview for that because I'm remaking the show over in the States. I'm just flicking through and I noticed there's a little write-up about it here. And it says, blah, 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 and it says, quoting me, it says, "We don't care if David Brent becomes a woman," burbles Steve Merchant, eyes bulging with imagined riches. No, my eyes bulge normally. That's not me being greedy, that's just
the
me.
thing I did on it when I sort of like rub my fingers together and do that stupid Brent. People take that seriously.
I know.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary.
Oh, some people got it, but I think it was something in the paper the next day said Gervais's mannerisms could have been transferred as dollar signs. Well, I was doing it sarcastically.
Exactly.
I was doing it like that. I was pretending that I just cared about the money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
irony, you see, people say Americans don't get irony. Most people here don't get irony.
Absolutely right.
That's
Yeah.
why they think this show's rubbish.
Yeah, I know.
We fooled them.
Yeah.
We've had the last laugh. We
Exactly.
think it's really good.
Exactly.
Karl, come on. Let's have some news. Let's do some proper radio. Have you? All your news comes from Ananover, doesn't it?
That's
What will
where
Dr. Fox do about now at 2 o'clock? He'd do some amusing news.
It's coming up for 2, and here is the news with Karl Pilkington.
Well, like I said, it's just headlines and that. I don't bother reading on if I
No
like
point.
the headline.
And it's all from
You get the
Ananover,
story.
not from a newspaper or.
It's not made up or anything. These
No,
are real
okay then. Well,
headlines,
let's see. Okay, imagine Trevor McDonald doing this.
These are real news headlines.
Okay then. Wow, they're real to Karl. Okay, here we go. And here is the news with Karl Pilkington. Bong.
Man hid in wardrobe to avoid work.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Bong.
Teenager gets stuck in washing machine.
Bong.
Dutchman has 2 right feet.
Bong.
Cow hit by train lands on farmer's wife.
That is the real news to you, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
Oh, dude. I was just thinking the cow flying through the air.
Yeah.
And the wife going, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Dutchman has 2 right feet.
Yeah, he's having some operation or something, and
They put the wrong foot on him.
he's got 2 right feet or something.
Well, maybe it was only a right foot that was available.
Good dancer.
Yeah. Oh dear.
What
Well,
else?
in real news, I followed that thing with it was that fella that got into the palace when Bush was there.
Right, an undercover journalist, yeah.
I mean, it would have been a problem if he was a terrorist, but it's sort of like, and as the palace said, all our tests are to expose terrorists, not journalists.
Yeah.
I just think it was no big deal, really.
Yeah.
I think it was much more big a deal for
Well, I
the
think it was-
journalist than anyone else. It's like, well, okay, well, all the journalists in the world can pop up as long as no terrorists get in.
Yeah.
We're all right.
Exactly.
Yeah. A bloke just got through a terrorist. No, an ice cream seller.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Who's that there waiting hand for thinking, I can't believe it, it's Baz Bammingboim from the Daily Mail.
Yeah.
And I think that's Gary Bushell. That's fine.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it was just that all he did wrong though was just lied on his CV.
Well, I think he did.
But everyone lies on their CV.
Of course. Of
Oh,
course. Everyone
actually,
gives references.
I don't think I've ever done a CV. I tried to lie. I did one once when I was at UDO and I was an events manager. I applied for a job at Radio 1 for events manager. Didn't even get an interview.
Yeah.
So I just stopped the CV lark.
Sure.
And I just,
The one knocked back and that was
exactly.
it. Yeah.
No, yeah. So
You've lied on your CV, have you, Karl?
Yeah, loads.
Yeah.
It's just
it's like someone from Little Britain. Yeah, no. Yeah, loads. Yeah, go on. Come on.
there was one
Radio,
when
come on.
there was a job going at Granada. In fact, this isn't even lying, and I still didn't get the job.
Go on.
right? But
Well, you
Granada,
don't get a job just because you don't lie. It's not. Have you lied? No, you got the job.
Yeah.
No, but there was they ask you loads of stuff, don't they, that you think, well, that's got nothing to do with the job. I don't know why you're bothering me asking me certain stuff, right?
Qualifications, things like that, yeah.
Yeah,
But, well, it was languages,
yeah.
right?
What did it say?
It just said, put your name, put your address, languages, right? And,
What? Oh, yeah.
And I
You don't speak any other languages, do you?
well, I just thought English, quite good.
You didn't.
No, I did. Honestly, asked Suzanne.
I think you told me this before. Did you really put English quite good?
Yeah, honest to God. Didn't hear back.
Well, you know what they meant now. That you know what your error was, don't you? Are you fluent in French, German, Chinese?
Yeah, but I didn't want them to think I've got loads of big words and that. Do you know what I mean? Well, I don't use loads of big words and stuff.
No, they
There's
meant.
no
Do you
point.
speak any other languages?
It's any other languages, Karl, not the
They
one
assume
your
that you
native
can speak
language.
English because you're filling out a form.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's like language is none.
Yeah.
They assume you can speak something, and they probably think it was English. And to put quite good when you are English.
Yeah.
English is your first language. Yeah, I'm quite good at it. I see your point, though.
It's true, though, isn't it? I'm not sure quite good is accurate.
No, poor. English,
weak.
poor. Weak. You didn't get the interview, no? What did Suzanne say when you told her you'd put that?
She just laughed. It was
Really?
too late. It was too late to do anything.
How's her hair? Do you want to talk about it?
So she's off today, so
It's all right, is it? Oh, she's listening, you mean?
she's at home today.
But it's probably all right now, isn't it? Because a bad hair day, it
Yeah,
doesn't last.
it'll be nice. It'll be a little nice, not today.
You're scared of her, aren't you?
No. I mean, I don't want to...
You've learned your lesson that, you can't talk about people like that. because it upsets them.
Well, plus I can't do it all now because we're doing Pulp Fiction later, and it sort of involves a red. So
Brilliant.
So let's.
Excellent. There's me thinking that you're being considerate.
Yeah.
All worried about.
You don't want to use up the material until later.
Play a record. Wild is the Wind by David Bowie from Station to Station on XFM 104.9. Adverts. XFM. Travis, beautiful occupation. What's the best job you've ever had still, Carl? Talk about occupations. It is still
Paper round.
Is it still the paper round?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
No, it was good though. If you look at it, like, you know, what I liked about it, you're your own boss.
No, you're not. You're not your own boss.
No,
The
guy who runs
news
the news
agent
agent.
is your boss.
All right. But then once you get out and you've got your papers and that, you sort of, you're on your
Do
own.
what you want as
can
long as
think
you
about
deliver the
stuff.
papers exactly to the places he said you are in the time he said.
Yeah.
It's
and I did.
freedom, isn't it? Any jobs you wouldn't do? I've just thought of one that you wouldn't do
Go on.
with your sort of mild homophobia.
Well, I'm not.
Proctologist.
What's that?
Basically sticking your finger at other people's arses.
Right, well, no, I wouldn't do that, no. Why have you got to do that?
What do you mean, why have you got to do
Well, why
that?
does anyone need that doing?
Because they got to look if they've got an arseache or something.
Which trainee doctor makes that their speciality?
Do you know what I mean? That must be, right, we got a place for proctologists, and it's you, Meadows. You
Yeah.
came last.
Oh, seriously, what? I'm not the arse doctor, am I?
Yeah, you came last.
Oh, I'm a bum GP. I can't believe it.
Yeah. You got to. Oh, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
That must be it, mustn't it?
Well, presumably
Or-
no one would choose it. No one would purely. If they can have the brain surgery.
Well,
heart-
what if you were brilliant but you were shy? You couldn't look people in the face.
Yeah.
You could you could do anything you want. No, I just don't want to look at them. I just want to do their asses.
Yeah.
Really? Just want to do the asses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Carl's face. You didn't know there was such a thing as an arse doctor, did you?
No, not really. Specialised, he does nothing all day but that.
Well, he probably has a sandwich about 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Washes his hands. What do you mean he does nothing all day but that? You don't say that about a brain surgeon or thoracic surgeon, do you?
No, but that all day. That's not good, is it?
I love the fact that I can blow his mind with just things that people take for granted. A dentist just looks in mouths all day.
Yeah, but that's a bum
What?
job, that bum job.
Just think of that. Oh.
So what do you need to know then there?
It's a lot to know.
You gotta have nice nails.
Yeah.
No rough edges.
Well, you'd be alright because you got that job handing out biscuits to the old people because you had nice hands, didn't you?
So, yeah. And I know a lot about biscuits. I know my biscuits.
Do you?
Yeah, I know which ones they like and that.
Do you? What do they like? What do old people like?
Bourbons, rich
Do they
tea.
really? Because that's my least favourite. I would never eat a bourbon. I could be starving and I wouldn't eat a bourbon.
If you want to let us know what your favourite biscuit is, email in. Ricky.Gervais at XFM.
But I'll tell you what, with all them eating biscuits, I bet they get arse problems, don't they? So you could double up, couldn't you? You could be handing out biscuits in the morning and checking out.
So why would you go and have that done then? What sort of problems then?
What do you mean? Loads of problems.
Oh, what?
Prostate.
And they've got to go there. They have to like have a little, you know.
Well, there was that. I told you that story. That bloke. It's not an apocryphal tale because it's about an orderly's report, and this is the bloke that filled out the form of what happened. He went into hospital basically with a sauce bottle up his arse, and on the report, he said obviously, you know, pleasuring himself using a sauce bottle. And on the report he said that he'd been shopping at Safeways and he'd come in with his shopping and he'd forgot his key, so he'd put his bags down on the step, right? And he started climbing up the drain pipe to get in, right? But as he was climbing up, his trousers and pants fell down. He slipped and fell, and the sauce bottle went up his arse. And the orderly said this story would be somewhat believable if Safeway sold their sauce bottles with condoms already attached.
That's like a game of Kaplunk.
So he put. I love that he put a condom on it. I wonder if that was so he didn't want to get an infection from it, or he wanted to use it on his chips later. So waste not, want not.
Talking of arse,
yeah.
Blockbusters. we should give those clues again because we're not getting many right responses here. Let's give them once more.
Do you know what I think? Because the mentalists out there get his clues and they're rubbish. So I think his clue must be so way off.
I know.
That it's something wrong. Do you know what a pun is, don't you? You can't change the word. You can't have, he's bald and he rides a bike. Who's that? Bicycle Stipe. That doesn't count. It's got to be Michael Stipe for it to be correct. It's got to be Michael Stipe, yeah?
All right, well, the most we've got 2 right, right? So
let's hear the clues
again.
again.
All right. First one was, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? S. It's a band or an artist that starts with S, right? I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Second one, she's related to the man in the lamp, right? That's G. Band or an artist. The last one, the Jamaican fellow would love to live there. It's a bit pricey though, right? DS. Right?
DS.
DS. Email in or text in.
ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Or on the text, 83XFM. Right?
Dylan's, of course, playing in London this week.
Yeah.
And
good luck
it's
to
a
him.
classic. Bob Dylan, It's All Over Now, Baby Blue from 1960-something.
Bit of trivia for you, Steve.
Go on.
That is the last record we ever played on the old XFM before we were fired.
I bet that was a moving moment for about 8 people.
I just thought of something. You know that thing we did about, they said that we just cared about the money selling it to America?
Yeah.
If we cared about money,
Yeah.
would we be here now? Do you know what I mean?
I know.
I think this proves that we don't do things for the money.
Exactly.
Jesus. All right, Carl?
Couple of emails. Monkey Matt's emailed us.
Who?
Monkey Matt.
Oh, Matty, yeah, go on.
Yeah. He says...
How's the Monster?
He's all right. He says, Karl has missed a cracking headline from The Sport. Hide-and-seek champion found dead in cupboard. I hope it's real. I don't know if it is.
I doubt it.
Just looking through some of the news stories that Karl did make it into Karl's news roundup.
Yeah.
Just this one you might be interested in. Headline, woman says partner ran off to become vampire.
Yeah.
And it says a young mother says her partner has dumped her to become a vampire. Rebecca Roberts from Somerset says Matthew Barrett fell for a blood-worshipping woman in a US cult. The 23-year-old mother says he began shaving all his body hair, dressed in black, and used Rebecca's lipstick to redden his eyes. Rebecca caught him performing weird blood rituals in front of his computer at night, cutting himself to prove commitment. She said, I thought it was just a hobby. Everyone's got a right to one. I was pleased he'd found an interest.
Brilliant.
This is apparently from The Sun. Apparently he's left. He's gone to America. He's living in this Ohio-based cult. But it's the last bit where she's been asked whether or not if he came back, would she take him back?
Sure.
And this is where I wonder if the journalist, you know how journalists are supposed to just report the news, be objective.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe the journalist here has maybe had some interference.
Made the quote better for them than go on.
Because it says, I never thought this would take over his life. Now, if he came back, I'd say fangs, but no fangs.
Oh dear!
I can't believe. Imagine you're the woman, Rick.
Okay.
And I've come round.
You're the
to you.
journalist.
I'm the journalist, and I've come
Okay.
in and I've said, okay, I read about this.
All I have to do is not say that thing.
You've
Okay.
come. I understand you're obviously quite upset. Your husband's gone
gutted.
off. If he came back, would you take him back?
Definitely not.
Right. What would you say to him then if he came
Just
back?
get lost.
Right, but
I'm really pissed off with you.
Would you perhaps say something a bit more pithy?
Not in this situation, no.
You're upset?
He cuts himself, he drinks blood, he's left me.
Sure,
Sod off. I'm not interested, mate.
Because I tell you what.
Go on.
I mean, I like what you said there, but I wonder if we could condense that a bit more. If he came back, would you say...
Go away.
Would you say something? Would you ever say something like, thanks, but no thanks?
No, because it makes it flippant, because I'm really angry.
I know you're annoyed,
And I'm
but-
upset, so I wouldn't
Sure.
say... I certainly
But what-
wouldn't say thanks. I might say no thanks.
But what if you sort of said it like aggressively, like you're giving him the finger, thanks, but no thanks? Like you didn't really
What,
mean
sort
it.
of sarcastically?
Sarcastically. Would you possibly say
I
that?
might say thanks, but no thanks, and that'll be it. And that's
Right.
and I'd leave it there. I'd never change that.
Sure.
I'd never change those words.
Can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Do you like puns?
Hate them.
Right.
I don't like
It's
Countdown.
interesting.
I don't like QI. I don't like any of those posh Cambridge, Oxford types. I hate puns.
If you had to say thanks, but no thanks in the form of a pun, what would you maybe say?
I wouldn't. I never would.
Right.
I'd say thanks, but no thanks. I would. I mean, I feel embarrassed that I'd even say that because I don't think I would even say thanks, but no thanks.
Okay.
But if I did go that far, I'd leave it there.
Sure.
So-
have you ever noticed, as I have,
Go on.
the similarity between the word thanks and fangs.
Not really.
It's very similar.
Not
Fangs,
really.
fangs,
F-T-H, there's a K.
Fangs very much.
G. It's A and S. Well, the A, the N, and the S, but that's about
Would
it.
you agree it sounds marginally similar?
Yeah.
Is it possible you might one day say fangs but no fangs?
I wouldn't know.
Right. I could put that though, could I?
But don't say I said it.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Fangs, but no fangs.
Yeah. This is the thing. Just if you ever read an article in The Sun, The Mirror, anything, do not believe it. Really seriously question and query it, because
If it ends with fangs, no
if
fangs.
it ends with a pun,
Yeah.
almost certainly they never said it.
Feeder. Do you know what? I'm annoyed at now, right? We've got another ad break coming up. How many ad breaks have we had in this show?
I know.
Carl, how many ad breaks have we had in this
It's
show?
only about 3 or 4 an hour.
3 or 4 an hour, so about 3 minutes. So 20 minutes. 20 minutes is wasted on shite. I mean, apart from the stuff we talk
Well,
about.
it's funny you should say that, because someone said to me last week that they felt that there were more adverts now on the show than there used to be.
Are there more adverts
Rick,
in this show?
I think, though, I think just checking some of the emails, I think that's because people are requesting them. They find them more entertaining than what we're giving them.
But can't we sort this
Well,
out?
don't go on about it.
No, can't we though? Why can't we have less? Why have we got so many? Is it?
It happens, doesn't it?
Well, no. You can't listen to radio in after every record. It's bad enough trying to keep them listening with the rubbish we come out
Yeah,
with.
we've got Rockbusters here. Let's get them back. Right? Right,
Come on then.
first,
Right, has anyone got all 3?
No.
No, right, okay. So there's some. I'm going to ban Rockbusters. Okay, go on then. What are the clues again? Tell me the answers.
Well, give us the ones that they did get.
All right. Well, they did get. She's related to the man in the lamp.
What's that?
That was G.
Gina.
That was
Genie.
Genesis. All right.
Genesis.
Like Genesis. So the sister of the genie, Genesis, Genesis. They got that one.
No. What's the band's name?
Genesis.
So no.
Genesis.
Say the band name. Genesis. Right. Okay. Well, I don't get it, because Genie is just nothing like that.
Well, they did. So don't worry about it. Stop worrying about the ads. Stop worrying about that. All right. The third one was the Jamaican fella would love to live there.
Go on.
But it's a little bit pricey.
Go on.
Right. That
What was the initial?
DS. Deer Streets.
What?
It's a dear street to live on.
Deer Streets. Oh yeah, I haven't heard of them. But they're a band.
That's Dire Straits.
No, it's not Dire Straits. It's not Dire Straits.
I'll say-
Deer Streets.
The Jamaican fella.
Go
would
on,
love to live
go on,
there.
make it sound like that.
Like Deer Streets. Deer Streets.
Do it again. No, it's still not. Keep going. I haven't got it yet. Go on.
Deer Streets.
Deer Streets.
They got that one as well. So
All right, well, let's hear the one they did
Can I
get.
do an impression of a Jamaican fella saying Dire Straits?
right.
Dire Straits.
The first
It's not
one,
the same.
The first one they struggle with was I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
When you say struggled with, no one got this.
No one got it.
Go on
People
then.
didn't even attempt it.
Okay, do on the northeast.
I'm
What?
going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Seal.
Seal?
What?
Hull's up in the northeast, isn't it?
Hull is, yeah. Sea Hull, yeah.
Yeah, so what
I
are you
haven't
going
heard of
there
them
for?
either. This is
Not
like-
a seal, right? So that works.
Who's Sea Hull?
Seal?
Oh, Seal.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with the north, though?
Seal. That's the way I'd say it, isn't it?
Okay, that's the end of Rockbusters.
Unbelievable.
That's the end of
I
Rockbusters.
can't believe we even brought it back, Rick.
Right? I'm serious. That's the end of Rockbusters.
Can I be honest with you?
Go on.
I'd love to hear some adverts now instead of that.
Well, hang on
So
a
would
minute.
I. Adverts are better than that.
I'm just saying, Laura.
Doesn't matter.
Laura's the
Fine.
one with.
Well done, Laura.
Right? She
Well
only
done,
got 2,
Laura.
but we'll give her that.
Yeah, just play the
So,
ads. I'm actually looking forward to the ads.
Really looking forward to it. I hope there's a phone.
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. We're all in love on XFM 104.9. Sorry about Rockbusters. That's the end of it, definitely, because it was dreadful. Do you know what I mean? It's not. Do you know what I mean, Steve?
Yeah.
It's quite funny, but that was awful.
I mean, we've apologised for that quiz so many times.
I know. We've given it. I think it's 2
People
comebacks.
like it though, don't they?
No, they
People
don't like it. They don't like it because
do
it's
like it, they
that's
love it.
too. That's people. No. That's the end of that. Less adverts next week. Sort that out.
Yeah.
Because it's awful. 20 minutes of adverts. Do you know what I mean? It's not what people listen for. So, right, redeem yourself. Have you got the film thing you in?
Right, yeah, I'm in a film. It's Pulp Fiction this week.
Right.
Right. Changed it a little bit, tweaked the storyline a little bit.
Okay.
It's just
To make it better, yeah.
It's just do you know I've talked about Suzanne's hair and that,
Yeah.
about when she got it cut, didn't like it and that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of about that. Listen to it. There'll be a question at the end. You can win some good stuff.
Yeah, well.
Right. So, and this is the scene where they're in the restaurant. Do you know when they're about to do the robbery?
Yeah, play.
So it's not a restaurant. I've changed that. It's a barber's.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. There you go. Then.
Is there going to be a question after this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Girlfriend came in here earlier. Had a haircut. I'm not happy with it. Look at the state of that. Well, don't laugh. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to cause any fuss, but just want you to sort it out.
Afraid I can't do that.
Well, you can do that because it looks a mess.
Look, my friend, this is just where you and I differ.
Well, you've got to do something because look at it. When she came through the front door at home, I thought Dave Hill out Slade had walked in.
Funny, I was thinking the same thing.
Look, I don't want to cause any problems or anything. She hasn't even seen it properly yet. She sort of had it cut and came straight home and didn't look at it. Suzanne, just look in that mirror. Look what they've done to your head.
But damn it, what is it?
Suzanne!
We're not gonna do anything stupid, are we? I'm the manager here. There's no problem.
What do you mean it's not a problem? Look at the state of her hair.
Be calm, cooperate, and this will all be over in a minute.
I'm gonna go home.
No, we're not going anywhere until they've sorted your hair out. I'm not walking home with your hair like that. It's embarrassing. So let's just get it.
You die.
No, forget having it dyed. Just get it cut. Colour's not a problem. Just sort it out. Just get rid of.
Let's see what we can do.
Right. Good. Look at it. Look at the state of it.
I'm trying real hard.
Suzanne, just keep your head still there so you can.
Just hang in there, baby. You're doing great. I'm proud of you.
Just sort that bit out there. Just put that. My barber says I've got the hair of a Chinaman. Have you heard that before? What? What's so funny about that? Is it serious or what? Freaking me out.
If my answers frighten you, you should cease asking scary questions. It's almost over.
There you go.
No, it's not brilliant, but that'll have to do, won't it? I reckon we'll have to buy her a hat on the way home.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Do you think Suzanne's listening?
It's alright, isn't it?
I like the fact that in that she's represented with a sort of dimwit southern accent.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend. So I'm sure she'll have appreciated that.
Alright,
It's nice, yeah. It was a nice. I don't know what kind of copyright infringements that has made.
Yeah.
Well,
Right, well, the question is, what did I say is odd about my hair?
odd about your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well,
All
yeah.
right.
Fans of the show will know that already, I'm sure.
Yeah, so email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk or just email actually.
Yeah.
Bored?
Right?
Yeah. You can win some tat. The usual address.
That is a beautiful record.
Yeah, this is Thunder Road by Bruce Springsteen, as recorded by Badly Drawn Boy. You'll enjoy it.
Good job.
Badly Drawn Boy doing his version of Bruce Springsteen's Thunder Road.
Good effort.
XFM 104.9. Tricky song to do a good version of, but not
Good
bad.
effort.
Not bad.
Badly.
Tell you what, who's also made a good effort?
Go on.
Stephen Gunning of Tooting. He's correctly identified that Karl's hair is like that of a Chinaman's.
Or it was.
Yeah, and many other people have emailed in saying, how can we know what your hair's like because you are a bold mank.
Yeah.
So people have correctly...
Is
picked up
our
on that.
language okay on this show in general?
I've told you that, to be careful on that.
Yeah, why don't you try putting some effort into it as you get Mondays off for this 2 hours? You come up with Rockbuster clue that no one can get because it was impossible. It wasn't even a clue.
Yeah, I've got your headlines. I've done Pulp Fiction, right? I taught you about that fella, the builder fella, and his eyes and that.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you've taught me. It's sort of like you borrow information. It's like one of those things that, what are those things called? Write once, read many. You can just pass it on, and it's
Yeah.
one of those CDs you can just play once.
Well, it struck me
that is you and information. It goes in. If you tell someone once, it's like you've lost it. It's like passed the parcel with knowledge. It's gone now. You don't even remember what you told me.
The chain letter.
What?
You mean chain letter, don't you?
Shut up. it struck me when we were listening to his phone call to you at the very beginning of the show. I don't know if you might have missed that, but basically there was a message that Karl left for Ricky. But about halfway through that message, there was the feeling, I don't know if you noticed, but like the words started to fall apart. It was like he wasn't going to make it. Every time Karl opens his mouth, it's the equivalent of walking across one of those rickety bridges in Indiana Jones. That you might not make it to the other side.
I know, yeah. Oh, look at him.
Anyway, we've had a few laughs and we've had a few insults.
Yeah,
but,
so we'll try and sort of really, honestly, I'll try and sort out something else as opposed to Rockbusters next week. Less adverts, I think.
Ideally.
What else?
Oh, better chat, better music, better presenters.
No, come on.
They got rid of Monkey News.
What's it? Oh, is there no Monkey News?
No, it's gone on this week.
Don't talk. There must be some Monkey News. It's not like it's real news. You tell us stories about chimps from the 18th century. It's not. Don't give me nothing happened this week. You just didn't look at the internet.
Did look.
And there's no news. Nothing happened.
There was one little bit of Monkey News about how you can now buy tea that's been picked by little chimps because it tastes good.
Right.
That's what they're saying.
Right. Why does it taste good? What do they do to it?
I don't know. It just annoyed me.
Is it those chimps from the PG Tips Act?
Well, that's the annoying
Are they
thing.
dressed up, having funny conversations?
Well,
like
that's
in
the
a house
thing.
somewhere?
Everyone made a fuss about, that's cruel making them pick a piano up.
Yeah.
If I was a chimp, I know what job I'd prefer.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? Doing removals rather than standing in a field picking tea and that.
Yeah.
I love the fact that he probably thought that was a documentary.
Yeah.
He thought it was a trailer for a Channel 4 programme.
Oh, we'll be back next
I've
week.
got a little treat for them. Right, that winner of the DVD, watch the behind-the-scenes footage because you see Karl's little round head. So they're enjoying that. Who won that, by the way? We've given that away, haven't we?
Yeah, we forget what it was.
It's gone.
Don't bother watching the rest of the stand-up, though. It's a bit poor. Leave you with 50 Cent's outfit.
Fiddy, I called him Fiddy. I called him Fiddy Cent.
Back next week.
Fiddy. Well, here we are again, XFM on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here as such. We're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago. So this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Some great music as well in there.
Yeah, there'll be some great music interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit. This bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done a few clips just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah. I mean, even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Yeah. Well, should we play a classic link?
Let's play, what, from the last 3 weeks?
After this is Feeder.
All right, so here's the first bit.
Ash, and sometimes, lovely song. Got to apologise to our producer there because he was worried about it. There was nothing wrong with it. It's just like saying you like watching birds in the garden.
It's just that I think you're better than that.
I know, it's cheap, isn't it, to say like we like
I
tits.
like tits.
Yeah, I like cocks. So we're a bit more literary now. One of my favourite things is Fanny by Gaslight.
Really? That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm a big fan of Moby Dick.
The book, Moby Dick. Yeah, not the medical condition. There's nothing in your no. It's the big horrible thing that used to swallow semen.
Yeah.
Now in the winter, Steve,
go on.
There's nothing I like more than to keep my hands warm in a muff.
No, sure. You mean those kind of furry things that sort of classy looking ladies?
Yeah, posh ladies often put their hands in. You know when you have a nice a party and they're all leaving,
winter party,
and you might take the wrong hat or something. There's nothing I like more than to see two posh women with their hands in each other's muffs.
Oh, that's always
and they're going, "Oh, this must be yours."
Yeah, that is always funny.
Yeah,
that's always funny.
Yeah. But seriously, no. I'll start this. You're right. I've got a degree.
I just remembered that my favourite Beatles song is "Come Together."
Yeah. Now we're going to stop this now, Karl, because it's childish. You're right. I've got a philosophy degree, for Christ's sake, and it's about time.
Who's your favourite philosopher? Do you mind me asking?
Well, I would tell you, except when I ever talk about it, I go into a Cockney accent.
Really?
So it can be like my favourite philosopher. I like a bit of Kant.
Right. Is that Immanuel Kant, the philosopher?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's strange. What's his name again?
Kant.
Oh, yeah. That can be weird. Can be strange.
Look at Karl's face.
Look at his face.
Look at his face.
Join in, Karl. Undo your trousers. Just
We'd
let
be
it
like
hang
Stan
out. Let your cock
Boardman
hang
when he
out.
told the Fokker joke.
Yeah,
We won't do local radio again for 10 years.
Finally, White Van Man, what do you make of the fact that Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins?
Is
that a concern for you?
Is that true?
Apparently so.
Why?
Don't know.
Like it's easy to stack.
This is what the guy in the Sun has said. That should be interesting. That should be his comment on Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins. Is that should be interesting for meatballs. Ricky's just collapsed on the floor. Let's just play a song, Karl. I don't think even you can top that.
Cooper Temple Claws. Who needs enemies? Good question, lads. Nobody. This is XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Oh, they should print a little book of those. They're great. Oh, how you can relate any song or artist to anything else.
Easy,
Joyful.
easy. Well, yeah. So me and Karl went out for a beer, and it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah,
We
enjoyed myself.
started
Yeah,
off,
it's good.
and you met my mate Robin, didn't you?
Yeah.
And some of the stories. Do you want to tell Steve some things about Robin that you've
Robin,
done?
do you know him well?
Yes.
Well, do you know about his worm problem as a kid?
Go on.
Right. What I can remember is he had worms as a kid. Not sure how you get him. He never answered me. He was getting a bit touchy about it.
Right.
This is like the second time I met him. I think he was a bit annoyed that Ricky told me about his problem.
What
Yes.
now? Straight away, you not being there, instinctively, what do you think went on with this story about worms?
My suspicion is rather like when you told a group of people that Robin had once suckled milk from a cow's udder.
Yeah.
Did he mention that as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. My suspicion is that, like the cow story, the worm story is not true.
But
And
why would he get so sort of uppity about it?
Well,
Because it's not true.
imagine if that wasn't the first time he'd done it. Imagine if he did that every single time he was with somebody for the first time and Robin was just met them. He will tell that story to anyone.
But they do say there's no smoke without fire.
Oh, Robin! I also told him that the way Robin cured these worms was because the doctor told his mother, right, to hold a piece of ham or cheese near Robin's anus so the worms would come out for the food, and he believed it.
I'll tell you why, though.
I said to Robin used to sit on spam to try and get the worms out, and he believed it.
But Steve, right, do you remember that story about 3 or 4 years ago where there was some bloke in the army? He went away to somewhere, Vietnam or whatever. He was messing about in the woods.
Messing about in the woods?
Shouldn't he have been fighting?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right, and he walked through some lake, and I think he'd cut his toe or something on something, and some worm of some sort crawled in the gash.
Yeah.
And it was in his body, and the doctor said, we've got to get this out of your body. So what they did was, they said, right, the thinnest part of something of your body that things can crawl through is on the top of your head. So they wrapped
Where the skull is.
So they wrapped some bacon.
No, they didn't!
They did. That's
Oh,
that
right.
thing.
So he's gone in via the toe. So what we do is, I'll tell you what, that worm's probably heading straight for the head. We'll put a bit of bacon on it. The thinnest part of the body is the skull. Of course it's not the thinnest part of the body. It's where your brain case is, isn't it? It's the skull.
There was a reason for it. And it was like they stuck some bacon on his head. And
As ever, the vital piece of information, i.e. the reason, Karl seems to have forgotten.
because the worm was in his body, and they said everyone likes the smell of bacon.
Including worms.
Even a Vietnamese lake worm. They
love
Remember
bacon.
last week when I said about the little fella with the bone with no brain, and you were proved wrong?
No.
Please.
No. We were saying it wasn't a little fella. We were saying it was a stillborn child. It wasn't a little
You're
fella.
changing it now. You weren't having any of it last
Right,
week.
hang on a minute. I'm getting confused. There was a Vietnamese snake that went inside of a soldier.
worm.
A little like maggot or some sort that you have to get out of your body because it causes problems.
Yes, and so in order to get it out of the
It was
body,
not.
they strapped bacon to his head.
That is great. This doctor.
And did that work?
I think so. They had a picture of him smiling.
Oh God! What, the worm or the bloke?
The bloke.
Oh dear.
Honestly, I hope someone knows the story. And
Right.
it was about 3 years ago, I reckon.
Okay.
And yeah, it did work.
G.I. Bacon.
So this is why when
So what, the worm burrowed out of his head to get the bacon?
get to the bacon.
Right. That's great.
So this is why when Robin was telling his story, I was a little bit disappointed if it wasn't true.
Right.
Because in a way,
You know Robin's never been to Vietnam.
No, but what do you really think that Robin, well, as Robin said at the time, Karl, why would I sit on ham then tell Ricky Gervais? It's a very good point.
because if he was a kid, you do daft things like that as a kid.
Right.
He
know
is
what I mean?
telling Ricky Gervais, though.
Yeah. And then, oh, bless him.
Okay.
And then anyway, then Robin left, and I tried to chase him, but he got away. And he knows that and then we had a few pints, and then Karl embarked on some of the greatest stories ever told. Can you tell the story about your dad?
Let me run it by. I haven't spoke to him all week, so let me run it by him.
Okay, play records.
Because
What we got?
we've got one of Steve's.
Yeah, well,
tunes.
bizarrely enough, this comes from the Teachers 2 soundtrack, the soundtrack to the current TV series. There's a slight whiff of nepotism in the air.
Yeah.
Rick, would you like to explain why?
Well, that's why you're doing it. No, my girlfriend worked on it, but
Yeah.
you were going to play this anyway, weren't you?
Well, I was actually. Bizarrely enough, I was going to play some I Am Clute, and this is from, as I say, the Teachers soundtrack. This is called To You. It's a good track. That's I Am Clute, a track called To You from the Teachers soundtrack. That's also got, I know it's the Electric Soft Parade, The Hives, Star Sailor, Feeder, Turin Breaks, Mercury Rev on there. It's a good little collection.
Lovely. Karl has just had confirmation. He's looking smug because someone phoned up and went, "It is true. It's a Laogai chi worm, and you wrap bacon around your head." That's all the bloke knew as well.
Yeah.
And his name was Gary.
Yeah.
So I'm not having it.
No.
And he said, see, that's why the Robin thing isn't so weird. He said, but when you said he tried it with cheese, he said I was having none of it. He's got standards. Strokes, hard to explain. Like Karl, really.
Yes. Yes.
So, Karl, concentrate.
Yeah, go on.
So we'll leave the worm with the bacon wrapped around the head, shall we?
Well, if you're ever caught in the jungle,
Yeah. Always carry some.
bit of Danish.
Good advice. Lovely. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Our producer.
Right.
In inverted commas, heat put.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know. They know. How are you doing? All right, Karl?
Yeah, didn't they also write something about me bald round head?
Yes, perfectly round little
Yeah.
bald man head. They said so.
Because you need to know that when you listen to the radio on that. Really matters what my hair's doing.
Your hair, have you given it a little polish? Because you look like a cue ball at the moment, and you've had a shave in it. I've never seen such a round head. It actually looks like a plate with ears.
Yeah, well, for those that have never seen Karl, I actually, if you remember, I think he looks a little bit like Mr. Spoon from Button Moon.
He does.
If you've ever seen that show, that's
and also he looks like, you know when they say they find with a little 4-foot human and it's actually 500,000 years old and they give it a name and it's the first Australopithecus into. He looks like one of them as well. Perfectly round little. He is the missing link. He looks half human, half monkey.
because he's got a slight slouch as well. So
Yeah,
it's
I know,
like
yeah.
those pictures where you see it going from an ape to a man.
I
He's one
know.
of those in the middle.
Yeah, and of course his monkey hands, his hairy little wrist to those skinny little things that you can get oranges out of holes with, and it's unbelievable. Why are you so all shaved and polished and everything?
Got a wedding.
What?
Got to go to a wedding today, so thought I'd, clean myself up a bit.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be wearing a suit or something?
No, I'll go home and put something on.
Oh, okay.
But Suzanne said, make an effort. I sort of had a shave and that, and then I came out of the bathroom. She said, "Oh, your head looks a bit sort of eggish."
She's right.
She always worries about when I have a shave because I just,
That's your girlfriend, Karl.
I know.
Saying that. Just think. So don't worry about Heat saying it. The funny thing is, it's Boyd Hilton, I think, of Heat that wrote it.
And he's got a little bald head.
Yeah, no, don't slag him off.
Yeah, but on the end of his review, does it say, written by Baldy Boyd? No, because it doesn't matter. It's a magazine. Don't worry about it.
Looking forward to the wedding?
A bit boring, isn't it? But you got to do it.
They're probably listening. Should we do a shot?
No, it'll be a great day for them, but I know what will happen. Suzanne will see, all the fuss and that, and then she'll get ideas, and I'll have to let her down and all that.
Why is it you don't want to get married again? I always forget.
It's just, who's it for at the end of the day? I've been with Suzanne for 11 years, right?
Sure.
We're happy. Well, I am.
Yeah, that's what counts.
You're never happy.
I am. I'm all right.
Yeah, no, I know you're happy with Suzanne and everything, but apart from that, you're never happy. You are the most grumpy, moany thing in the world. I mean, I get annoyed, but I'm always happy. I was annoyed here. I was happy coming here, but there was a bloke behind me walking and scuffing his feet. He had a pair of those stupid skulls on, and he was clicking and scuffing. Wear some shoes. You don't have to click. Pick your feet up. Flip-flops annoy me. You know, but I'm happy. I'm just annoyed. You are just like, oh, the world's on me. It's rubbish, this. I know the world's great. It's just sometimes people annoy me by being there, you know. But Steve said I should be locked in one of those towers that princesses used to be locked in fairy tales, so because everything annoys me. But you're grumpy.
I'm not. I'm all right.
XFM 104.9. We're not here. This next clip is one of my favourite clips. Look, it needs no introduction. Here it is. Right, okay, educating Ricky. What have we got? Airy Chinese kid, go on.
Right, yeah. This is the... I didn't want to do this.
Really? You didn't want to do it?
Well, I wanted to give you 3, and I gave you one. It was like the alien man gets a beard or whatever.
Yeah, which was total rubbish, so this one should be better, maybe.
Hairy Chinese kid. Right, well, we've talked about hairy people in the past.
True enough.
Haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, the little kids who grew up in woods and hung around with wolves and that.
Yeah, again, you're confusing it. Yeah, they're not. There were some people that were born very hirsute. They were not the people who were brought up with wolves. Yeah. You just put that together in your Homer Simpson type mind.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. Yeah. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy as a nation. No, seriously, that's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of...
What sort of hair was it? Was
it thick hair?
No, what I mean is, was it sort of like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like it grows from his eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick, and then it just goes all the way over his head. You don't think it was just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over? No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of like his back and that. Yeah. And
had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it in a quiff or?
No, it was just hanging all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, this is a bit weird happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him Monkey Boy and all this.
Oh.
And
thinking Chinese press.
But the doctor,
yeah. Oh,
they're cruel, aren't they?
The doctor,
like those game shows. That's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah.
And the doctor said.
I was talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then. Because I turned round and I still saw he was talking.
So anyway, the local press came in to see the hairy boy, the monkey boy.
Yeah, and they were like being tight, taking the mickey out of him, and the doctor said...
Throwing him nuts.
Said he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil. And he said everybody should just treat him the same, and I think he grew up a healthy kid. Yeah, so that's the
that's the end of the story.
That's not a story.
Why?
Well, but I've got nothing. I don't know what to say to that. So someone in China was born slightly hairier than the rest, and he was normal apart from eczema and a boil. That to me isn't a story. But if it is, I've got a million. I mean, it's sort of like bloke from Manchester went a bit bolder than the rest, got a job on radio. He was normal. I mean, that's not a story, is it?
So we'll move on to this next one, right, which is brilliant. Dead short story. So, right, old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff. Nothing wrong with her. She's having a good life. And one day, she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, because she's getting on a bit. He says, take your clothes off and that. So she does. And checks her out. Says, yeah, you're looking good. Turn round. He said, oh, God. He said, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, well, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we could book you in for an operation. It's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation. Operation day comes, strip her down and that. They're all stood round, the doctors. start to operate, it only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Karl.
I can forward you. Serious.
Right, okay, Karl, I'm telling you now, I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking, I've never had such... What do you mean? You couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said, I've got to tell Ricky
This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years, you mental case. Of course she didn't. And Karl Pilkington with his brand new show, What's the Song?
What song am I thinking?
No, I mean...
You're nervous about this, aren't you, Rick?
I am.
You're worried.
Well, because I've heard some of these clues before. And they're ramblings... Sometimes they're close to ramblings of a fool. Right? And it really is like those, what am I thinking?
Yeah. I don't know, though. I actually was genuinely impressed by Born Sleepy. I have to give him the benefit
That's one of the better ones.
Because
that was short, sweet, and it worked.
Some of these, you say, they're not going to be quite as pissy.
Some of them are like Emily Bronte novels. Now listen, we're just going to go for it then. You do it, and we just get people to call up, because I want to see the general public's confusion trying to work out.
Why don't you give us your next clue, and then we'll play a track, and then we'll hopefully have people on the line after the track to try and answer it, and you can recap briefly. So give us your clue now for what song am I thinking of?
Right, this one. It's about a woman. And she's just normal, nothing wrong with her, or so she thinks, right?
But there's the twist. Is this like the Tales of the Unexpected?
And she's got she's got her mates, and she's having a normal life, having a good time and that. And then this thing happens, right? And she starts to stink, and she can't have a bath, right? And she really wants to have a bath. She's dead sweaty and stuff. She's going about her daily stuff. She can do everything else normal. She can eat, she can talk, everything. But for some reason, she can't have a bath.
Is there a coal mining husband in the bath?
Yeah. Is this Born Stinky?
She can't have a bath.
So a woman can't have a bath?
Yeah. Or a shower. She can't.
Okay, leave it there, Rick. Don't try and guess. It's not for us to guess.
The general public can phone up and ask questions, so I just
I'm
go
not sure
for it.
They can they?
I think so. Otherwise, we don't want just people just phoning up and
I'll tell you what, why about this? Why don't they can ask one question?
Yeah.
They can ask one question of Karl, then they have to make a guess.
Okay.
08700 800 1234.
Have we got someone on the line now?
We'll just
let's do it. Let's go for one. Let's go for one. This is edgy radio. Letting Karl
stuff.
Live. Go on.
Hello, XFM.
Hello, I'm ringing about what's the song?
Absolutely. What do you think?
Well, I'm going for Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
See, that works.
That's a great guess.
It does, yeah, but it doesn't work, because why can't she have a bath?
Okay, so the answer is in there.
I was going to ask you.
Well, that's your one question.
That'd be the answer.
That would be the answer, I'm afraid. What was your name?
Shelley.
Shelley, thanks very much.
Shelley, I should tell you that, that you should never take this personally, because no one can really get into the mind of Karl. So don't beat yourself up about this. I don't expect anyone to get these clues.
No.
So well done. That is a fine guess. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else there?
Let's hello, XFM.
Who's that on the line?
It's Chris.
Hello, Chris. A question for Karl? Before you give us your guess?
I haven't thought of a really good question or anything yet.
You just want to go for the guess?
No, what I thought was, I'm sure Simon Mayo used to do this when he did the breakfast show on Radio 1 years ago.
No, he didn't.
So you've just pinched this idea, Karl?
If you're going to rip someone off, Karl, do not rip off Simon Mayo.
I haven't ripped this off. I thought this was a new idea. I was going to do it with sound effects instead, but that's...
he used to do that, and he used to get his team to play other characters.
You idiot.
Well, no, hang on.
Not you, Chris. I'm saying you idiot to Karl.
Yeah, but nothing's new anyway, is it? So I'm not getting annoyed about it.
True.
What do you think the answer is?
Is it Cornflake Girl by Tony Amos?
Good answer. She couldn't have a bath because she'd go all floppy
and then go down the plug hole.
Good answer.
She'd go all soggy. Yeah. So is it Cornflake Girl?
No, it's not, but that's
a great answer.
It could have been.
All right. Okay.
You're already seeing the error of this, aren't you?
I think this is great radio. I'm really hooked on this. I'm genuinely excited.
This is really like that. Those so-called lateral thinkers. A man got into a field and dies. Why?
Yeah.
He ran out of air. No, not the one I'm thinking
of. He was shot.
Well,
no,
that was a good answer.
Well, couldn't Simon Mayo sue you or something for doing it?
Well, you stop. Don't mention that.
Yeah.
Listen, I think if you're going to steal ideas from someone, it should be a brain box like Mayo. I mean, he's the man.
The only example of one I can ever remember hearing on his show, because I was quite young then, was some people were pretending to
tap someone's phone or something, and then I got caught, and the answer was just bugging by Whistle, because they were...
Genius.
That was absolute genius.
That's absolute genius.
See,
Chris,
Carl,
I don't know if
that's the
Carl's
sort of
ever
standard
been
you've got to come up
that.
against.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Chris.
The phone lines are hot.
Oh, hello, XFM.
Hi, is it Candy Perfume Girl?
Is it what?
Candy Perfume Girl.
Candy Perfume Girl?
Yeah,
Candy Perfume Girl.
Is it? Well, who's that by?
Madonna.
No, it's
That sounds like an obscure album track.
No,
Wow.
it's one of her songs.
just think about it. She stinks and everything. She's a normal life. I didn't say she was a sweet or anything, but for some reason she can't have a bath or
Is
a
this
shower.
a big song? Just to give him a clue, is
It's a bigger song than Candy Sweet Girl.
Thank you very much indeed for your guess. It clearly is
Thank
right.
you. Cheers. Sorry.
Okay,
one more, then we go to a record. Come on.
Okay.
Go on. Hello, XFM.
Carl,
Yeah.
is it High and Dry by Radiohead?
High and dry.
High and dry. Now that's great. She smells, which is another word for high. She's dry because she doesn't have a shower. Carl, if it isn't that, yours will never be as good as that. He's the winner. Whatever you're thinking of, that clue is brilliant. What's your name, mate?
It's Richie.
Richard. I mean, you can't beat that.
That's a bit too lateral.
Don't be stupid. It's perfect. He's made yours into a clever clue. He's made high, she smells, dry, she never gets in the bath or shower. It's not that, is it, Carl?
No, it's
you
not.
don't even get that, do you?
Not
Have
really.
you ever heard of the word high being used to mean sort of smelly?
No.
No.
Oh, what?
That was where you went wrong there, mate.
Richard, I'm declaring you the winner, even though that isn't the
I
answer.
don't think
Thank
we
you.
should give up this early.
Can we
Rick.
just let's play a song and,
Let's play a
and
song.
give it one more chance, because
Yeah.
if people think about it, it is really easy.
I'm not going to find out the answer now, because I've got to go out.
Okay, we'll do it very quickly. Stay in for 10 minutes.
We're just going to play a new
Okay.
Coldplay track. Aren't
Okay,
we?
let's hear
Brilliant.
Coldplay and then we'll come back
Cheers.
with this.
XFM 104.9. We're not here.
It is a bit like being Dennis Norden, playing some great moments from the show.
I was just imagining Dennis Norden one day, sort of just like waking up out of his stupor. He's doing this, and he'd go into the producer and go, I've just seen a couple of my programmes.
I just saw It'll Be Right on the Night 18.
It's shit.
It is terrible.
Why didn't someone tell me? Well, we didn't want to upset you because, but I've been doing it way too long. Well, you could just let me go on forever. Well, until you died, yeah. Well, why can't my son take over? Well, he's 80, Dennis.
And the jokes I'm doing, they're awful.
Why have I got that clipboard?
I've written these jokes, they're not funny. There's an audience, they're laughing. What are they laughing
They're not
at?
laughing. They're not laughing. That's canned laughter.
Who are those audience? Who goes to an audience for It'll Be Right on the Night?
A lot of them are older than you.
It can't be right.
Do you know we have 15% fatality in one of your audiences?
But I went home at Christmas. I watched one of the episodes.
Yeah.
I was with my family and friends. I said, watch this, you'll love it. Stony face. No one laughed. They all thought it was shit.
Well, it is.
Well, why didn't you tell me earlier?
We didn't want to hurt your feelings. You're an old man. You may be upward of 102.
I didn't realise.
Yeah.
A quick query for you. This is from Jay. He's got a problem here. He says, my parents won't let me ditch my studies. He's currently reading modern languages at London University.
Sure.
He wants to follow his dream, but his parents won't let him, of being a dancer. Carl. Worse than that, he says that they're trying to arrange a marriage to a bunch of minging daughters of people they know from good families. He doesn't know what to do, so he's got the arranged marriage coming along, and he's also got, he basically wants to be a dancer. His parents are forcing him into something more practical.
Well, the first thing, right, I don't think
Live your dreams?
the arranged marriage thing is such a bad idea,
Okay,
because I think too many people go on looks,
right.
and then you soon get bored of that, and you find out the person who you're knocking about with is actually not your type.
Right.
Why don't you arrange marriages for people?
Well, I'm just saying, right, so I'd say, Jay, go along with that. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, if they're really ugly, then, don't go along with it. But if they're half bad,
Yeah.
put up with it. That's
Sure.
all right. The dancing,
Brilliant.
right?
That's that solved.
Brilliant.
I wanted to be a dancer. After I did the boxing, right, I joined a dancing thing just near Man United's ground, right, called Twiggy's. Went along, I wanted to learn some moves.
How old were you?
Well, it was when Michael Jackson was like pretty big, so about 83, 84, 85, something like that, around there. Wanted to do it. When I went, it was shut, and it had become like a warehouse for toilet rolls. So in a way, I wonder what would have happened.
Sorry. How is that an anecdote about you going through dancing? You've told me before you did boxing for a while, you did dancing for a while. You had a true fight in the boxing. You didn't even get in the. That's not an. Imagine if that was a film. This is a boy's dreams of becoming a dancer. Oh, it's shut. Next on. I mean, how is that a story?
Yeah, that was Billy Elliot. Do you think it won quite as many awards?
Yeah, brilliant. Footloose. All right, I'm fed up. They banned it. Let's go. Oh, it's shut. Flash dance. First, there was. It's a warehouse. Never mind.
I'm just saying, you'll find something else. I think I got a go-kart after that. I bought a motorised go-kart and kept myself busy with that. So. There's always other
just
things.
Think, Alan Bennett has to sit down and really sweat over his stories.
Yeah.
He just opens his mouth.
You are a living Alan Bennett character.
So
that's solved. Well, Jay, don't worry about that. There's no emotional problems I can foresee if you follow that advice.
So the advice there is do an arranged marriage
if she's not ugly.
minging, if she's not completely minging. And don't worry about dancing. Get a go-kart. Cheers.
Great.
Well, I didn't really want to make it a Christmassy type show because I don't really like it.
Oh, he's done it again. What, you did Christmas once, didn't like it?
No, my dad always said...
All right, steady on.
Dad said Christmas morning was for for me. So he used to stay in bed. So he never...
That's brilliant. That's a great thing to say, isn't it? Yeah. Christmas morning's for you. Run wild. Do what you want. Just don't bother me.
I'm going to Honolulu for 2 weeks.
That's great. Dad, it's Christmas. Do I have to do anything? No.
So my mum used to get up because she used to like to see my face light up, when I open my presents. And then
to give fireworks.
And then I'd have to go to my bedroom from about 6 o'clock onwards because my mum and dad were into having big Christmas parties and I wasn't old enough to go.
Right.
So they'd say, right, you've had your fun there, you go up to your bedroom, stay in there.
Really?
Yeah, I remember one year, right, I got a train set, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? It's brilliant. Playing with it all day. I thought, I don't mind about the party, I'm happy staying up here playing with this. Brother comes in. He's had a few, right? He's going, give us a go on your
How old is he?
He's a bit older than me, so he might have been like, let's see.
Well, let him be 18.
Probably about 18, 19, something like that. I had a train set, so I don't know, about
14.
something like that, right? So I'm playing on that, loving it and stuff. And then he comes in and goes, give us a go. He turns the transformer up to 14. He went really fast for about 5 seconds, broke it, and then he went back downstairs.
Wow.
So Christmas, I hadn't even got to
Sounds
Christmas
like
Day.
the Conservative government with British Rail.
Satire, though.
Satire, Rick, I just thought that there's satire. If there's any satirical shows listening or
it doesn't work in any way because there's the analogy falls down apart from there being a train.
Think it through though. British Rail was trains, and the government broke the trains in many. Well, they didn't break them, not officially breaking them, but they kind of.
It does work. It's perfect.
I'm very pleased with that.
And I can't. And no one's asked him to be on. Have I got news for you?
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's strange that when you've got a satirical mind that's as quick as that.
Yeah. And it's broke your little train set. So what did you do?
I just watched telly and had some sausages.
I bet you were happy with that though, weren't you?
It's a bit annoying though, isn't it, when your main present of the year has been broke.
And did it ever get it fixed?
No, that was it. Put away.
I'm intrigued why your parents wouldn't let you come and join in the festive fun. Was it really debauched down there? Was it eggnog everywhere?
Well, no, but I mean, that's fair enough. 6 is a little bit early, but I just think, if you're a kid, he had his fun, put him to bed at 8 maybe. And
do you think so on Christmas Day? I thought that was a day for family.
Well, not if there's a party going on.
Well, don't have the party on the Christmas Day.
Well, that's another option.
Yeah. Your parents are weird, aren't they? A strange breed.
Well, I think that was the year, right? You're talking about buying presents and stuff. I think I did treat my mum. I didn't buy my dad anything. I think that was when I got a bit older, I used to get my dad something because he wasn't that bothered anyway. No. So, got my mum. There was a cheap shop, right?
Of course.
Thank God for that.
Called Snips. Right? So I went in there and I thought, let's see what I can get her. And remember Victoria Plum?
I don't think so.
Well, it's like a fairy character.
Right.
And my mum's into gnomes and stuff, right? So I thought, right.
She must be pleased with you, then.
Victoria Plum. I was thinking, is that one of the neighbours? Is it like a brandy liqueur?
Do you remember Victoria Plum?
Victoria Plum,
yeah. It's like a little fictional sort of character, right?
Okay.
So I saw it. I thought, yeah, she'll love that, right? So I did my paper round, saved up for 2 weeks, right? Got that sorted. Went to Snips, bought the Victoria Plum. Next day, I'm in town with her, right? So I think, I know what I'll do. I said, come in here a minute, right? So we go in and we're looking around, and I tested her, right? I went, "Look at that there, that's all right, isn't it?" And she goes, "Oh, it's bloody awful."
Oh, Karl. Oh, Karl. Oh, God.
So then Christmas Day comes, I said, "Don't bother opening it." She said, "No, why?" I said,
Oh,
"Don't."
no! Why did you still give it to her?
So, well, it was too late, I'd already bought it.
Oh, Karl.
So she opened it, and I was like, and she said, "Oh, that's nice." I said, "Why are you saying that?" I said, "The other day, so it's bloody awful." She said, "Oh, no, I thought you were pointing at something else."
Oh, no.
So that's why I don't get anyone anything anymore.
Oh, God. Play record. Oh, God. Oh.
So we get onto conversations. Talking about, he's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why did the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected because, anyway, I went into evolution for him, and he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything. There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. One had a long enough neck to survive and pass it. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution... This isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45. Right? He said, "Why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?"
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to, I said, well, things are, I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses, they evolved. That's why soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about 11:30, then I said, I'm going to bed, right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
I don't know what that means.
Let's put a song on, right?
No,
and we'll come back to it.
So you're going to explain that?
Yeah.
You've got an explanation?
The Verve and Sonic on XFM 104.9. And Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
So let's just get this right. What did Karl say? He's just specifically giving those words again.
He said, they reckon, and I said, I'm going to bed. He went, no, really? I said, no, I'm going to bed, Karl. There's no point now, because, it's just like you're talking gobbledygook. You know what I mean? I might as well talk to a pot plant.
Yeah.
He said, in the future, they reckon, I don't know who they are.
Sure.
I don't know, people who post things on the internet that he reads. I think
the Telegraph.
Anyway, complete the sentence.
They reckon that in the future you'll be able to wake up. I love it. There's a little scenario, an embellishment, like this little. Oh, hello, darling. It's your yogurt. Hello. You'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
All right. Well, thanks for that, Rick. I'm looking at you. I'm going to throw that over to Karl.
Right. It's when I was away on holiday, right? I don't normally buy the Telegraph because it's too big and that, innit? So, but they were giving it away for free on the plane, so I thought,
ding dong,
might as well have it. Mm-hmm. And I saw a couple of things in it. I thought that would be interesting. I saw this thing about the future, and it was talking about evolution and what have you, right, which I always find weird, because I always think that maybe we've sort of done it wrong anyway. Do you know what I mean? I sometimes think
you can't evolve. By definition, evolution can't get things wrong. Things change, that it's not successful, it can't pass on its genetic material, but if you're around, it's working. If you're around, it's working. Slugs are as evolved as they need to be. Slugs are as evolved as you and me.
That's true enough.
Yeah. No disrespect, but it works. It works.
Sorry,
they're around.
Anyway, what's your point, Karl?
No, I mean, I think we probably would have been better off staying as a fish. Just because there's more water than land, isn't there?
Right.
And you wouldn't drown.
This is why I went to bed.
No, I'm thinking of dozing off now.
Yeah.
No, but do you know what I mean? From, what was it? It was bacteria, it was fish, mermaid, man, onwards and what have you. So anyway.
Oh God!
No,
there are a few knowledge gaps in your theory of evolution.
All right,
you generally got it right though. So
I mean, basically, yeah, it went bacteria, fish, mermaid, man. What's next is the big question.
So it was telling you all about this and what have you, and saying how we shouldn't have interfered, because maybe if we wouldn't have invented planes and what have you, maybe we'd be able to fly and what have you, if we really needed to and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we've interfered with evolution, you see.
Right.
But then it was saying, well, what's the future got?
Well, yes, in one way we have interfered with evolution. Yeah, the evolution of the human being in society is changing. It's no longer based on the strongest or the fittest, because medical science can keep us alive long enough. People can pass on their genetic material where without this civilization they wouldn't have been able to. So yeah, there are different parameters, there are different pressures, there are different things that say whether we're going to pass on our genetic material or not. Okay, so in that sense you're right.
And that, Rick, as far as I'm aware, has led to a yogurt that you can eat and have a conversation with. So
this is what it was saying. It was just saying, you know, we're living in mad times and that. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
One of which is...
And the fellow was just saying, you know, with computers and stuff like that, the way it is, we'll be able to wake up,
Go on.
have a chat with your yogurt and have something to eat.
What do you mean, have a chat with your yogurt?
Because of the amount of, I mean, you have them yogurts already, those friendly yogurts, those bacteria-friendly ones, so this is just a really friendly one.
Yeah, they don't... Oh, God! I'm my best! Do you know what, sometimes, Carl, I think that we're having a chat with a yogurt. Do you know what I mean? There can't be any difference.
Yeah, but then I'm always reminded that would be more entertaining. That would be more informative.
That was Jane's Addiction. This is the Best Of Show on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Yes.
This was a clip show. We recorded this a couple of weeks ago. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. It's not over yet, because tonight at 9:50 is the second part of The Office Christmas specials. It's brilliant. Watch it, and we'll be back next week live. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant. Bye.
Have a great new year.
Class. Rock the Casbah.
I love the fact you had at least 3 minutes to get that right.
I know.
Prepare and get that right.
I know, but my mouth was full of Maryland cookies. Yeah. You know, last week, and this would blow your mind, he came in, do you know what he'd bought for himself? About 10 penguins. Who buys penguins still?
I know. All wagon wheels.
Oh, I've never liked wagon wheels.
You've not been a fan?
No, but I was sorry about that. It's The Clash and Rock the Casbah. Talking about records, have I told you that time my brother-in-law, he was moving out of his place, and I think moving in with my sister, and I was about like, I don't know, 13, and so he was about, 30, and I moved in, and he brought round all, his records when he was storage to leave them at our house, right? And he had all these old sort of records, 50s and 60s records, no, right? And they put them upstairs, and I was looking through them, and it's just all like Elvis stuff and Beatles stuff. And there was a mate of mine who loved Elvis, okay, and he had loads of chemicals. Yeah, he had loads of chemicals, and I was into chemistry, and he said, "Let's swap me some chemicals for them." So I sort of nicked about 5 Elvis singles, and I got all these chemicals, and then the guilt just hit me. I just thought, well, he's going to notice that. And one night, I just came downstairs and I confessed to my mum. And she went, all right, well, I won't tell him, but you've got to be good. And it's sort of like I was just really, really good for a year. And then I remember when I was about 18, my brother was talking about it. And he said, did you ever play those records I left for you?
Brilliant.
He told my mum, he said, these are for Ricky. She just didn't tell me.
She was sharp, wasn't she?
She used opportunism there.
Oh, that's genius.
And that was it. That's why I was good.
But you've never stolen anything since, have you?
No, I don't.
Except that spate of shoplifting after that to teach your mum a lesson.
yeah. Well, I went round and arson. No, I did. I just couldn't believe it. It was terrible.
Like when you're born, you're a little baby, wrinkly and stuff. When you get older, you sort of morph into a baby again. And you go through the same phases. So when you're young, you buy singles. You get old, you got nothing to do all day. You got all your pension money. What will I buy? Cliff Richard's on the telly. Here's my video, buy me song.
You see, that started off as quite a sensible point, because I actually think they do it. But what was all that alien stuff about when you're born, you go wrinkly and you go wrinkly again? Sometimes you mix like normal things that human beings say with I don't know what.
Well, look, when you're a baby, you've got a little bald head, no teeth. You get old. What happens?
Are you a philosopher? You're an official philosopher. Because, I mean, it sounds like it. Oh, Karl, play a record. You're a gem. You're a diamond.
But we're talking about MTV, right? And I was feeling a bit nervous, wasn't I? About like, you know, the way I look.
Right.
And what have you. And then I watched a bit of Celebrity Big Brother and all the fuss that Mark Owen's getting. And he's not that good looking, is he?
He's very. I want to be Mark Owen's mate. If anyone who knows Mark Owen or Mark Owen's listening, I want to be his mate. I think he's brilliant.
I think he's a nice lad. But what I'm saying is, right, all the girls go mad over him.
Yeah.
And he's not that good looking, is he?
Well, no, he's got. He is in a certain way, isn't he? That sort of non-threatening.
But he's not stunning, is he? Do you know what I mean?
No, but no.
Well, what's your definition of a stunning?
Yeah.
Well,
who do you like?
Someone who you look at and you go, God, they're good.
Which
looking.
bloke do you fancy?
What bloke do you think's attractive then?
So if I was into men,
yeah.
In fact, you can still say a bloke's a good looker without fancying him.
Who do you think is attractive?
Probably. I mean, it depends what you're looking for.
No, just looks. You think
different looks as well.
Of course, yeah. Who do you say was attractive? Who do you say was like stunning in your definition?
A good-looking lad.
Yeah.
Good-looking lad. Oh, look at him over there. He's.
Do you find, Robbie Williams? Do you find him attractive?
Boy next door. Look.
No. Who do you? Carl, hurry up, because it's we've only got 2 hours.
Probably. I can't think of one offhand. Mark Owen is pretty good looking then, really.
There's not. Just name one bloke that you think's an attractive guy. There must be one bloke that you've either met or that you've seen in a pub
Who do you think
on a
is
poster.
Attractive? Tell you what.
Go on.
Tell you what. Works here. Young Alex Zane.
Well, we know Alex, maybe we can fix you up. Oh, I love you, Alex. You've got
I just like the way, the things that interest me, I remember. Things like snakes not having ears and stuff.
Yes.
I didn't have to read about that.
No, you just learned that, yeah.
You saw it on the telly, didn't you? You saw it on that Ian Wright programme.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what Karl said to me. He said, it's actually, I called Karl up in the week, and Reese was with him. Reese used to be on XFM, and he took the phone, and he went, Karl's worried, I've seen that programme. He said, snakes don't have ears, right? He said, so you can creep up on them and pick them up. And he said, Karl's worried. He said, how would you ever put them down again? Because then they know you're there.
I woke up the other night, quite late.
Worried about that.
And I said to my girlfriend, I said, how do you put a snake down? And she said, what are you talking about? I said, that Ian Wright thing, this guy managed to pick up a snake. And do you know that thing where they clamp its head on a jar to get the poison out?
I do now.
Right? They did that, but they didn't show you how they got rid of it, and I thought it could really get nasty, because it's obviously annoyed that you've had its head pressed in the jar.
Yeah.
Right?
They hate that.
Now...
Especially as it's in front of their mates.
When you lift it off, right, you've got hold of it.
Yeah.
If you go to chuck it down, it's going to turn on you.
It's going to go wild, isn't it?
So... I just wondered.
Well, what you do is you never put it down, Karl.
Yeah, that's why that bloke has got about 11 or 12 just carrying him.
Exactly.
Yeah, you never put it down. You sling it. Who cares?
You just throw it, don't you, really far.
That's not that. I don't think you should throw snakes.
But Karl, listen, don't worry. We're not asking you to get involved with snakes. Rick, I sometimes get off at the Tube at Tottenham Court Road if I want to look at the record shops before I come into XFM, and I always cut through Chinatown.
Oh yeah.
And every time I come through Chinatown, the same thought always strikes me. I always feel like I want to just gather all the little locals, all the little Chinese fellas, just gather them round and just go, guys, in what way is this a town?
It's not, is it?
This is not, at best, what you've got here is a novelty street.
Yeah, Gerrard Street is not a town,
no,
mate.
It's not a town. You've had this for like 100 years. It's not expanding.
Yeah.
You can't just call it Chinatown and claim it's a town.
If I was them though and you stood there, I go, what are you talking about? It is a town. It is a town. It's our town. It is a town. It's our town. We got all lots of stuff.
Where's your church? Where's your mayor?
We got a betting shop.
Not enough.
It is.
See, all you've got here is restaurants.
No.
No.
Got a little supermarket with snacks.
What does it sell?
Snacks.
Specifically, I would imagine crackers.
Yeah. Do you want to buy a dragon? Do you want to buy an ornamental dragon?
If I wanted to buy one, this is where I would.
Do you want to buy a gold dragon?
Is it made of gold?
No, it's made of plastic, but it's sprayed gold. Do you want to buy that?
It's not a town.
It is a town.
Not a town.
Yeah.
And it annoys me because when I first came to London, I genuinely thought Chinatown was going to be this amazing, what they've got there is
you'd hear a gong and every time you went in there,
and there'd be rickshaws and people walking on those little sort of wooden shoes. You know those ones? They're brilliant. They are just clomping around in them, but nothing. It's nothing. It's just exactly. Yeah. It just reminds me of. Have you ever been to any of those sort of museums? You tend to have them up north where they've got like you sort of sit in a little cart and it sort of rides you through kind of, I don't know, it might be
Newcastle,
the Victorian era.
Yeah. Can I have half a pound of those sweets, please?
Exactly.
Of course you can.
If there was some animatronic then, it would just be an exhibit.
Yeah. Although their concession to be 100 years ago is that there's some scales in the shop and there's a horse outside.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah. The traditional sounds and smells of old England.
And the voice of going, of course, there was no television.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Brilliant. Yeah. Welcome to Chinatown.
Ding, 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 ding.
So it's not, it's a good point.
Is that a piece of traditional music? Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Is that some traditional Chinese music, or is that music that someone in this country wrote, thinking it sounded like Chinese music?
I think it was the Vapors, wasn't it?
Oh, is that what it is? That? Because it sounds so, that's the music, isn't it? But are you sure they didn't take that from some other source?
It's that pentatonic scale, isn't it? What is it called? It's the black notes on the piano.
Right, that's the one I can play along with EastEnders.
Yeah.
Do you know what I don't get with it?
Go on.
Chinatown.
Yeah, Chinatown, because I always walk through it on the way to work. A couple of things annoy me. First of all, I think it's bad business, just because if you've got a Chinese restaurant, put it somewhere where there isn't any others.
It's a good point.
Yeah, but it's also a community. They're not just a theme park for other people.
I remember going out one night with Suzanne and some friends, and you got there and there's so much choice. It's that dilemma of, forget it.
Well, not really. Specifically, do you fancy Chinese?
Well, no, but why do you go to the one with the dead ducks hanging in the window? That's my favourite.
That's the other thing as well. It's like, normally you put your good stuff in the window. If that's what's in the window. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing that annoys me, walking through it today, there's always lard on the floor.
What, in the street?
In the street.
It is, honestly. I'm scared I'm going to slip over. It's because all the restaurants and that. But why is it? That's another point.
Well, it's not oozing out of the restaurants.
No, but why is it?
I don't know what they do.
Careful. Listen, no, but why is
That's why they used to wear those little wooden shoes.
No, okay, we've got.
No, but the thing is as well, they try and wash it with water, which doesn't work with lard, and it's like oil.
Famously, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Even I know that.
Yeah, you got to scrub it.
So
you think
sorted that out?
Yeah, you think they'd know, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, thanks for your thoughts on Chinatown, Karl.
Don't steal our son, please, lads. Thrills. On XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
Yeah.
Little Carly Pilkington, little baldy mank whinging little twat. How are you?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
What are you doing? Happy? Feeling a bit happier today? You look as full of spunk, as they say in America.
Yeah, I'm all right. Just a bit of a miserable day, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit miserable.
Yeah.
Walking in today, right? Do you know I walked through like the sort of the gay district of London and that?
Right.
You don't walk, you mince, don't you?
I'm just walking through on the way to work, and I'm always interested in their little shops and stuff that they have, right? Loads of
their little shops.
That's no be ashamed of. If you want to go in and buy something, go in and buy something.
I'm just having a look at, looking in the windows and stuff. Little postcard just near the entrance.
Yeah.
That's meant to tease people in, to make people go, that sounds good, I'll nip in, right? Little postcard. Free butt plugs with every sale.
That's great. How did we get from 5p off milk to free butt plugs with every sale?
Wow.
What's society come to?
Well, it's because we're liberated, Rick.
Yeah.
It's an open society.
What did you buy to get them? You didn't buy...
I didn't but what's the purpose?
What, of the poster or of butt plugs?
Butt plugs, because I really honestly
You shove them up your arse, don't you?
Whoa, slow down, bum. Shove them up your bum.
Yeah.
But when? Is that just like when you're doing whatever, doing stuff around the house? Or?
I think it's not to keep things out. Is it like you would use a plug in the sink to keep, the water in the sink?
Oh, if you're not gay. Get that? Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean, yeah.
I don't know.
No
What is
entry.
it? What is it? I mean, I don't understand what.
I
that's
don't know. I assume it either feels good or are they? Well, I've got to be careful here. Or are they sort of like breaking it in?
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a shoehorn. Or you know,
it's like when you stick paper in your shoes if they're a bit tight.
Or those people who sort of like put little bits of wood in their lips, and then as soon they've got big plates in their lips.
Yeah.
Same with the butt plug. It means you can, you're ready for anything. I don't know, do I? Look at Carl's face.
Well, if you know what butt plugs are used for, then why not get in touch? Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
What do you think? If there's any,
I can't believe we're already on this subject.
I know.
It's 1:05 and we're
I was going to say then, if there's any people who use butt plugs, and I was thinking that Karl would have said, well, they're not up yet, because they go out late.
No, but
what is it? We're award-winning people. We've written a TV
not on
show.
radio though. Not on radio. We're rubbish on radio.
I know, but
We've got nothing to lose.
But I always say to you, Steve, that I like educating people and that. Now, the way I see it is I didn't know what they were.
Let's phone to go. Someone might know about butt plugs.
All right, we'll get.
No, get them on. Get them on. Ask them.
No, because they might say something dodgy.
Oh.
Yeah, whereas what have we just been doing?
Just take a chance. Take a chance and tell them not to swear.
Well, you tell them.
Okay.
Right, Steve.
I haven't got my headphones on.
Hello, who's that?
Hold on.
Who, sorry?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, hello, mate. You're not going to swear, are you?
No, I'm not going to
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Keep them keen. What were you calling about?
I'm phoning about your plugs.
About not my plugs, but sure, plugs in general. What do you know much about them?
No,
Are you a plug user yourself?
No, I'm just thinking if maybe you've got some gay friends and you're spending the night at their place, you might want to use one.
Right. What, you mean experiment with them, or?
No, so you can make sure they're not going to do anything while you're asleep.
Could I suggest? Just lock the door. I mean, that is easier to me.
Can I make a bigger suggestion? That's probably the most homophobic thing we've had said on the show today. Thanks very much for your call. Right, okay, good. Well, that's why we shouldn't put people on the line. Just, without checking first. I think Karl's made a good point. That's the calibre of listener we've got. God Gave Rock and Roll to You by Kiss on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant.
I'm bloody glad he did, Steve.
Thank you, I am.
Cheers.
Karl Pilkington's with us as well. He's learned some stuff while the song's been on.
He's had a couple of calls, one from a bloke, one from a woman who worked at a sex shop, and you learned quite a lot. I could see your eyes widening. What have you learned then about butt plugs?
I haven't really learned anything. I still don't understand.
Yes, you have.
No, but the woman was just saying, it spices things up a bit.
Yeah.
Well, what do you need to do that for? The end result is always the same, I think. So why complicate it? Do you know what I mean? Are you with me, though? These people who say, they do stuff all night, it's like, what's the point? That's why I like short stories and that.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
So...
Excellent. I wish people could see what he looks like when he's talking about it. Oh, in fact, he's in Heat next week, Steve.
Right.
Yeah, they've put a picture of him. They could do the grab off the DVD, and he's behind the scenes, and he's got his little picture in Heat, and he hates it, don't you?
Well, I'm a bit annoyed because I didn't want it in.
Why are you worried?
Just don't want people knowing what I look like and that.
Why?
Were you on the DVD?
Yeah, but...
It's to public domain. Anyone can take it off there and put it on the paper now.
But that's extras on a DVD, and I'm just thinking not that many people. If they watch it, they won't take it in, stuff like that.
What are you worried about then?
There's like me brother and sister and stuff who I don't see anymore. If they know what I look like now, they might.
What do you mean if they know what you look like now? They've just got to imagine little Karl Pilkington with no hair.
No, I've changed quite a lot because I work hard, don't I? So I've aged quite badly. Right. And I'm just thinking if they...
You used to have the hair of a Chinaman,
But sorry, why is it a problem for your brother and sister to see you?
Because I don't see them anymore, do I? And they'll come out of the woodwork now.
What? They're after your millions?
No. So they're sitting at home, they're looking at Heat, and there goes Karl Pilkington. Oh, Karl's my brother. My brother. Oh, maybe I'll go and see him.
I don't want the hassle.
But they could find out where you are.
What's the hassle then?
It's just hassle of having friends and family and that.
You mean this, don't you?
Yeah, it's, you know that I'm not into having
But
mates
if
and
either
that.
your brother or your sister came to your door, would you not welcome them in and give them a cup of tea?
Do you know what? He bumped into his sister, right, after about 7 years in a car park somewhere, right? And she went, "Oh, I got a picture of my new kid. Do you want to see it?" He went, "Not really. All kids look the same." And she went off in a huff.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but that's the problem though, isn't it? She hadn't seen me for years and years. That's the way I am. I'm not like being rude or anything. I'm just says what comes in my head.
Oh, don't give me that. Don't do that. I'm not rude. It's what comes in me head.
That's a rubbish excuse.
Not
Know
rude.
me, know my ways.
Yeah.
Right, am I wrong then? Let's look at it. Let's look at what I said.
Hey, there's an ounce of Barmer's cakes. Know me, know my ways. Get out, you twiddle flunt. What is that? What sort of philosophy is that? Know me, I'm rude and take it, I'll leave
I'm not
it.
being rude.
You are being rude.
What, saying that all babies look the same?
It's your nephew. He didn't even bother to have a look. You could have been courteous and had a look at the picture.
If it was a first, I'd say fair enough, but she's got loads of kids.
Oh, fair enough. What kind of woman is she?
David Bowie, Lady Stardust from Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. I went to see him Tuesday. I know you went to see him Wednesday, Steve. I mean, obviously I'm a mental fan, but I think objectively that was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
He's got the best band in the world. He played all the hits. It was an amazing show. The sound was incredible. Do you know what I mean?
Well, his voice as well. I think people don't realise how incredible his voice is.
It was absolutely
soulful is the word I'd use.
Brilliant. Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. You don't care, do you, Karl? We don't care about this.
You never really go to gigs, do you, Karl? The live music experience is not something you enjoy.
Can be all right.
Go on.
I heard that someone else who went to the Bowie thing said that he sort of messed with the songs a bit, which would annoy me.
No, he didn't.
Not really.
Hardly at all.
He said when they did Life on Mars, instead of saying something about just the tune of it, he messed with it so it wasn't the same. That would annoy me.
What would you do? Get up and leave?
But I mean, we're not talking Bob Dylan or Sinatra. He ad-libbed a little bit, I suppose, and it's his song, but it was totally faithful. He was singing the songs. What do you mean?
Well, it's just don't mess with stuff. It's like if you went to see Titanic and then the boat didn't have a crash, you'd go, what are they doing? It's like, oh, I fancy messing with it.
Well, he didn't. I'll tell you, he didn't mess with it. Relatively speaking, he did not mess with the songs. They were brilliant renditions.
That would be a hell of a film, though, where Titanic gets to New York. Absolutely fine.
Oh, Karl.
But,
you're amazing.
It's because I work here, though, and there's a lot of gigs going on all the time, and then you get to a point when, you just go, get a bit fed up with that.
Well, when was the last time you went to a live experience?
Well, I've been to gigs, but the one that springs to mind probably is when I first sort of tried a gig out, and it wasn't a music one. It was Bottom. Do you know with
Bottom the live thing with
Rick Mail and Adrian Edmonton?
Yeah, in
when
Manchester.
was that?
Years ago, because it was in Manchester in about, I don't know, 87, 88 or something, and I was set up for a blind date. Right, this a mate of mine sort of set me up to see this.
What?
Girl.
So you said let's go to Bottom?
Well, I didn't tell her. I just said meet us at the Apollo.
I bet she was over the moon, wasn't she?
Met her there. I said right.
Romantic.
Going to see some middle-aged men run round in pants. Brilliant.
Well, it's good. It's one of them things that afterwards you got something to talk about, haven't you, and stuff.
Yeah. So was it a good gig?
Yeah, it was all right. Sort of bought some April fruits and that at the start of the night.
Yeah.
I think she liked that. And then we watched Bottom. Then afterwards had a bit of a chat. And then...
you didn't see her again, I take it?
I would have done, right, because she was all right looking and everything.
Yeah.
But when we were chatting, she said she had a problem with a marrow and that.
She what?
She had a problem with a marrow.
She had a problem with her marrow?
Yeah.
You mean her bone marrow?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant she had one stuck of her fanny.
No, just a...
Thanks for that, Rick. That's an image I can't get out of my head.
No, I wondered what... Oh, I see, a marrow. I thought you meant a marrow. Her marrow.
And is that serious, that? I just was put off it because I thought...
I think it's more serious than a problem with a marrow.
Yeah.
I mean,
with a marrow and that.
It's an idea if you're bored with butt
I
plugs.
love it. I love it. Everything he says is like someone from Kes.
It was just that thing that because,
You didn't want to go out with a girl who might be ill in some way.
well, yeah, I thought, what's the point in spending time with her, spending money on her and stuff, and then she's going to die on me?
Oh!
No, but seriously,
God!
no, but I'm just, but see, this is what annoys me. You asked me to be honest, but I'm just saying, what's the point in me getting upset and stuff?
No, but it's not it was the one thing he said, what's the point in spending money on her if she's going to die anyway? You've got to realise that's not a normal thing to say.
No, but what's the point in getting to really knowing someone and thinking, oh, she's really nice, I want to spend my life with her. It's good that she told me when she did.
Carl! What, during bottom? This is the most amazing thing you've ever said.
Steve, don't you understand what I'm saying?
But no, because what? Well, firstly, it's the assumption that she's going to drop dead, and you're going to think, well, I just bought her some open fruits. I'm livid.
I don't know what it means when you got a problem with a marrow and that, but she looked pretty serious when she was talking about it. So I was like, oh.
Christ almighty!
I don't understand what's so bad about
Play
that.
a record. I'll tell you. I'll explain to you during the break. Play a record.
Libertines?
Yeah.
If you're morally objectionable, why not email ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk?
It's okay, he's an idiot.
True.
Modest Chambers, Kings of Leon on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Steve,
Yes.
I want to talk to you. I think it was might have been Wednesday night. I was in the pub. Phone goes. And Karl goes, "You're watching that thing about parasites?"
Right.
I went, "No, I'm out." He went, "Oh, fella with a maggot in his head."
Fellow with a maggot in his head.
Yeah. And they go, "Oh no, he's pulling it out now." Oh God. I said, "Well, I'll get it. I said, "Yeah, see you later." About 5 minutes later, I get a message on my phone. Beep, beep. I look at it. It just says, "Oh no, there's a fella with his fish up his cock now."
There's a fellow with a fish up his cock.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to explain that, Karl? Is it one of those little ones that swim up if you're having a slash in the Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it? But it was still like stuff like that. It started off with
What does the fish do when it gets in there?
just sits there.
Why? Well,
What else can it do?
no, but why does it go up there?
Don't know. I didn't listen to that bit. There's a bit. It started off with a fella who had a bit of meat and got a tapeworm inside him.
Yeah.
And he grew it for however long, and then it came out at the end. It was about 7 foot long.
On purpose?
Yeah, he did it on purpose. Yeah, for the program, right?
I think probably slimming, isn't it?
Well, I was thinking that could you're a fan of Waller. Could he purposely have about 8 of them?
What, Rick Waller?
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
because they were saying how they eat, a lot of stuff when they're in you. They just eat.
Well, they take enough so you don't die, and nor do they. Yeah, but I mean, you've got to keep taking them out, haven't you? Because you'll still have the same weight because it's got to go somewhere. So you'll have them in you. What you got to do is let them eat your meal and then take them out.
Do you think worm watchers will catch on?
Yeah.
So anyway, so that happened, right? And then there was a woman with a maggot in her head.
A woman with a maggot in her head?
Yeah, she went on holiday, it got in there somehow, and
Stowaway.
it it was massive. And the thing is, she had a hole in her head, and she's there being interviewed with the doctor, and you can see it just sort of sticking its head out. Like, do you know when you see a cartoon with a maggot in an apple?
Yeah.
And it looks around like that?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just take it out there and then?
I think they could have done, but the doctor's messing about. It's like, well, it's good for the show, isn't it? And they left it in there.
Right, that's libelous.
Well,
that is libelous.
But I found it weird. Why not just grab it? Wait.
Because there must be a reason. There must be one of those medical reasons that you don't really know about, Karl.
Right. And another bit. This was the best one, right?
Grab it.
Right. There's this fella, and he was on his bike, right,
Yeah.
cycling to work or whatever, and he sort of sees this thing in the corner of his eye. Right?
Literally in the corner of his eye. Or you mean he saw
He just said he saw
in his
something.
peripheral
He
vision?
saw
Okay,
something
yeah.
and thought, what's that?
Yeah.
So he thought, oh, doesn't matter, whatever. And he stops off at a cafe, right?
Yeah.
Get a little scone, a tea or whatever. And he goes in there and he's sat down, and the waiter comes over. He says, "Yeah, what do you want?" He says, "I'll have a scone and a tea." He goes, "All right then." So he goes to get it, comes back. As he puts the tea and the scone down, his face is like, what is that, right? Like a look of frightenedness on his face, right? Drops the tea and legs it. So the fella's going, what? So he legs it after the bloke and goes, what? And he says, something came out of your nose. That was massive.
Sorry, something came out of the guy
This is all
serving.
true because people would have watched it, so don't start saying it
Sorry,
didn't
but hang on,
happen.
I just need to clarify. The guy on the bike...
I don't believe he ran away.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
believe he legged it. I don't believe he had a look of frightenedness on his face, and I don't believe he said something massive came out your nose.
Wait a minute.
And I don't even believe he had a cup of tea in the scone. These are the things that I think are embellished.
But who had something coming out of his nose? Was it the guy serving the scone?
The one who was on the bike who ordered the scone.
Yeah, but what
It
was
came
it?
out of his nose.
Yeah, what was it? Came out of his nose.
Right, so he goes home and he thinks, I've got to sort this out because it's not good and that. So he
But
sat.
what? No, it was out of his nose. So you mean it poked out of his nose? It didn't come out.
It just said hello and then it...
It was like the maggot in the head.
Yeah,
He just
yeah,
popped,
it just-
popped his head out, had a look around and went back in.
Why did the bloke drop the tea and run?
Well, it's weird, isn't it?
All right, so he goes home.
He goes home and he goes, oh, God, you know. So he sits in front of the mirror and he's sat there waiting. This thing comes out. Again, sort of looks round, goes back in again. So he goes, oh.
No scones.
Right?
Not interested.
So he goes, I've got to sort this out. He goes to the doctors, says to the doctor, I've got something up my nose. It just keeps coming out and having a look round, going back in.
Didn't say that.
The doctor's like, oh, I haven't heard of that before. Right?
Didn't say that.
So sat there. It does it again. The doctor looks, frightened again.
Runs away.
Yeah.
He
Well, he's got a look of frightenedness on his face.
he had a look of medical frightenedness.
Yeah.
He dropped his stethoscope and legged it.
No, he said, I know what it was. I said, what? So you got a leech up your nose. He had a leech about that long.
What's radio?
Well, how long's that?
4 inches.
4 inches coming out of his nose. Next time it stuck its head out, he grabbed it, pulled it out. That's horrible, though, isn't it? Isn't it?
Can I just remind people, just let people know, when Karl was saying it was about that long and Ricky said 4 inches, he was using his fingers.
Oh yeah, he didn't have his
There's nothing else
the
there.
feather out. No.
So he had a leech up his nose. How did he get a leech up his nose?
Don't know, again, I'm not that bothered about that bit. It's just- all the footage and stuff.
Oh, play a record.
Brilliant programme.
Yeah.
It's just the same. He just sees that. He gets fast. He doesn't read on. His education is just sound bites and self-embellishment in his own head.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
funny,
like
'cause people-
he gets all his news from Ananova and he just reads the headline.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't bother reading it.
But he considers that education. He
Well-
gets annoyed if you think that more
So you
information is
don't
useful.
get going on that, 'cause we'll talk about that later. If you're going
I'll
to start
tell you
having
what.
a go.
Right, okay. We're going to play a song now, and I'm going to tell London Karl's confusion over evolution.
Right.
Better you two?
Oh, brilliant.
Sweetest thing. 104.9 XFM, 104.9. You2, the sweetest thing on XFM. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
So we're with Karl in the week. So what can we do this week? I was saying, well, don't do Rockbusters. That's dead in the water. I hope the listening public agree with me. He's going, well, I want to teach you stuff again. Remember what I taught you last week? I went, no, no idea. Were you joking? I went, no. And he went, Ivan the Terrible goes like a fella's eyes.
Yeah.
He actually said Ivan the Terrible at the time.
Yeah.
So
I can't remember. This was a man who had built something for Ivan the Terrible, and then
But his idea of education is telling someone something that knows more about the subject than him, so they can correct him when he's telling them it. And so I said, well, I don't know. And he gets annoyed that me and you are dubious against monkeys who perform bank robberies. And he goes, but you believe in Newton.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the difference. I was trying to explain the laws of the universe, right? He was going, what do we do? And so all I come up with, I thought somewhat interesting. When you tell a child maths, you say you've got 3 potatoes and you've got 4 potatoes.
Yeah.
I have to do that with science to Karl.
Yeah.
So I ended up saying, imagine you're in a shopping trolley with loads of house bricks. If you throw the house bricks out, you'll go the other way. He loved that.
Right.
He didn't you?
Because I didn't know that would happen. And it's sort of useful to know. It sort of explained a bit to me and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I like doing stuff every week. I think listeners go away going, well, I didn't know that. Do you know what I mean? Karl told me something there.
They forget it instantly, just like we do. We're
don't.
friends of yours, and we forget it instantly.
No, the annoying thing with you is, Steve, not so much, Ricky, at least he'll listen now and again, he'll just dismiss stuff straight away. I told
Karl,
you loads of stuff yesterday, I told you loads of stuff.
But Karl, what you consider education... hang on, what you consider education, I consider tittle-tattle.
Well...
It's not education. Do you know what I mean? You seem to think it's education. It's just kind of gossip, stories you've sort of half read.
Right, all right, example of yesterday. Goldfish have longer memories than people think they do.
Yeah.
You said no, it's rubbish.
No, we didn't. We said, where'd you get that from?
Where'd you get the information from?
Yeah.
There's not enough information there for it to be educational, because what you've said is
it's also
longer than you
relative.
think. I don't know.
Because that as a statement, it has no objectivity. Goldfish's memories are longer than some people think. That isn't a fact.
Exactly.
Because we don't know how long do people think a goldfish's memory is. Do you see what that isn't a fact? Whereas Newton's laws of physics and the universe are.
Right. Yeah, but it was just a little thing. And I taught you more than that. I said about there's loads of Chinese people, if you put them in a line, you can't get to the end of it.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
There's loads of Chinese people.
We know that, but what? If we put them in a line, we can't get to the end of it?
We just say there's about 1 billion Chinese people in the world.
But what really annoys me is, right, I read something on the internet the other day, because I'm always trying to learn stuff.
Yeah, no, you are. I know you are.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're having a go at me because you're saying, well, what does that mean? Yeah, there was a report on, I think it was Ananova or BBC News website. It said, the world may end in 32 million years. Right, first of all, it says may, it doesn't say it will. And 32 million, who's going to argue with that? And yet they're allowed to put that on a website. You're not having a go at them.
No, but
you didn't read on.
There's more information.
That wasn't meant to be a news flash to worry people. That was like, oh, scientists have discovered that possibility. That was just like.
Yeah, but again, possibility.
No, but Karl,
yeah, but
there's other paragraphs that you haven't read. You see, that'll have to give explanations as to why they think that might happen. So therefore, it becomes a news item. It becomes educational. It's not just the headline, the bullet point. The headline's just supposed to draw you into the story so you read on. That's not all the information.
But then I was trying to come up with things to excite him, and I realised that I was opening a can of worms. I was trying to come up with facts for him. He was going, give me facts. So I said, oh, okay, why can't an owl, why does an owl have to turn its sort of head 180 degrees? And I said, it's because the eyes are so large, it has a huge focal point for its sight, that they can't move within the skull, right? And he went, well, why'd they do that? Why didn't they just do it, give them normal eyes, and then after I've turned their head? I went, what do you mean? Why didn't they? He went, well, whoever did that. I went, well, it was evolution. He went, it's like giraffes. I read the giraffes grew their necks to eat food. So well, they didn't grow their necks to get the food. The ones that had upshots lived longer and so got the food and passed on their. He went, yeah, but why didn't they just give them wings? I went, why didn't who just give them wings? He got angry and went, whoever gave them the necks. So his understanding of evolution made me fall on the floor.
Who do you imagine is they? Because you don't believe in God, do you? So who is it you imagine is they?
Well, whoever made us sorted us out.
Who?
I don't know, it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
there's no will to evolution. It's natural selection,
I still don't get it, though. We talked about an hour, didn't we?
I know.
Yeah, but to be fair, I watched as Ricky tried to give you actually what was quite a concise and educated version of evolution. He tried to explain it to you, and I have never seen a person lose interest quicker.
But I tried to use actual fact, then I tried to use metaphor and analogy, then I showed you some computer programs to show what biofeedback is and everything. I tried all these things, and Steve's right. You were looking out the window.
Have you ever spoken, Karl, to someone who's got Alzheimer's disease? And you try to explain who you are, and they're listening, and then that's what you're like. It's extraordinary. But listen, seriously, I went home, I found this book, I found a couple of facts which I think are more up your street. Evolution, a little bit complicated, a little bit big. But this one, I think we may have mentioned it before, I think you'll like this. This is from a book of facts and trivia. The Egyptians trained baboons to wait on tables. That's interesting to you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you got any more there?
I'll see if I can find
he's interested.
Yeah.
Can get the staff.
That did happen,
You pay peanuts,
definitely happened,
you get monkeys.
And then what did they go off and do after that?
Well, it doesn't say. So
I love the fact that he thinks, right, okay, so in his mind, it's now the monkey going, it's 5:30, I'm off, you knew I was going early today, and they go off maybe dancing or something, or they come in late.
No, I assumed what you meant there is that was their first career move.
Yeah,
and they went on. It's like actors waiting to be discovered.
Play a record.
Just one more before you play a record.
Go on, then.
You'll like this. Peter the Great. You ever heard of Peter the Great?
No.
Okay, well anyway, Peter the Great had his wife's lover executed.
You'll love this, Karl.
Right, so his wife had a lover, he had him executed, and he put his head into a jar of alcohol, and his wife had to keep it in her bedroom. Do you understand? That's every time every morning she'd wake up and there was her lover's head in a jar.
Who took his head off? He took his own head off.
Play a record.
Play a record.
She had a lover, and never mind. Never mind. It couldn't be any more concise. Mad World on XFM. We just had a text, Rick, from Andrew Barnes. He says he watched the same documentary, it would appear, as Karl did in the week. And he says here, just to clarify, the leech nose man got it up there when drinking from a muddy stream. And he goes on, one can only imagine the frightenedness he experienced.
Karl. Explain to him once more what happened with Peter the Great.
All right, so we've got Peter the Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And his wife had a lover.
That's another man.
Another man.
Not Peter the Great.
She was having an affair with someone else.
Right.
And Peter the Great, he found out about that. Okay.
Yeah.
So he sliced off this bloke's head. He killed him. He executed him.
Right.
You with me so far?
The fella who
Jesus.
She was seeing for a bit.
Yeah, there's only two fellas involved.
There's two people involved. One's Peter the Great, the other one's not.
Right.
The guy that's not Peter the Great,
Derek the terrible.
Derek the rubbish.
Yeah.
Right. He's having an affair with Peter the Great's missus. So Peter the Great slices off his head, puts it inside a jar of alcohol to preserve it, and puts it in his wife's bedroom. So every morning she wakes up, she sees her dead lover's head.
You'd have thought he wouldn't have wanted to remember, wouldn't you?
Oh.
Best bury the head so she don't remember.
Well, it was a reminder so as not to put it about.
And did it work?
Oh, I don't know.
I love that. Again, that to me is an amazing thing to do. And you go, did it work? I mean, you've got quite an interesting mind, actually. I mean, you are, in some ways, really, really bright and intelligent. I love the way you think. You're one of the cleverest blokes in some ways that I know.
That always says I've got common sense.
Well,
yeah.
And that's more important than knowing about,
But it's what it's like you follow the subplot, which is quite an interesting thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like you tell you a story, you'll always pick up on something that I didn't even think was an important bit. It's like you're looking out of the window all the time.
So what's important about that head thing?
What do you mean?
The head in a jar.
It's a grotesque thing to do. It shows ego, power, cruelty, and revenge.
Although I think it probably did work because he is called Peter the Great.
Yeah.
So you'd assume he got it right.
Yeah.
I don't see how you can query that. That's the sort of facts you give us. You see now, you're on the other side of the fence, and you've got questions just like we've always got questions.
No, but in Karl's thing, it would have been, turns out, some weird happened, right? And he was still alive.
Yeah.
And so she was still having sex with body. And his head was watching.
Yeah.
And Peter the Great didn't even know.
See how he's perked up?
I understand what you're saying. Now I've learned some other stuff, so I'll see if I can, educate you a bit before 3.
But I want to know. I'll tell you what education I want. I want to know what sort of things I can buy this weekend.
Butt plugs.
No. Have you got any adverts?
Oh, yeah.
XFM. It's My Life in No Doubt on XFM, their version of the Talk
Love it.
song.
Love it.
You've enjoyed that, Rick?
Yeah, on XFM 104.9. Right, Karl. This is where he shines. This is what Karl gets Mondays off for.
Yeah.
Okay, Karl, what is it? You want to explain this?
It's the bit when I'm in a film and sort of edit me into it, so I'm like an actor in a major film.
Yeah.
We've done Kes, we've done One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Shining, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
This week, it's A Few Good Men.
Brilliant film.
With Jack Nicholson and that.
Yeah.
So you listen to this, and we give the question later on. Probably.
Let's give it after this.
All right.
Yeah, we'll give it after we've heard the clip.
I haven't really got one sorted, but I'll think of one whilst it's on. So have a listen to this, take everything in, and then the question at the end. So it's a scene where it's the court case.
Yeah.
All right.
All rise. Call your witness.
Yeah, he's just coming now. All right, Jack.
Colonel.
What?
I'd appreciate if he would address me as Colonel or Sir. I believe I've earned it.
Defense counsel will address the witness as Colonel or Sir.
All right, Colonel. Bit smart today with all the army stuff on.
You ever served in an infantry unit, son?
Nah, brother did. He was in the army. Got kicked out though because he went for a packet of fags in a tank. Weird that, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's tragic.
I wouldn't say it's tragic. I'll show you something tragic. I always carry this book around with me. I always show it to people. It's got like the top 50 weird people in the world in it, right? It's all sorts of weird stuff in it. Look at this one here. It's a fella, right? He's got 2 heads. And the weird thing is, right, is the top 50 weird people in the world. He's at number 50, he's got 2 heads. Right? Makes you wonder what's going to be at number 1, doesn't it?
Are these really the questions that I was called here to answer?
No, but look at it. Imagine if you were his mate. You wouldn't get a word in edgeways, would you? If you
maybe didn't have any friends.
Probably right. They say, don't they? They say 2's company, 3's a crowd. So.
Please tell me that you have something more, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I got loads more. For this fella at number 36, look at him. 3 legs. Little fella with 3 legs, right? Guess what his job is?
My answer is I don't have the first damn clue.
Well, I'll tell you. He's a juggler.
I beg your pardon?
He's a juggler.
This is ridiculous.
I know it's ridiculous. You're probably thinking what I'm thinking. Why wasn't he a footballer? Be great at keepy uppies and that.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
Yeah, it's just that I'd like to know the truth. Because
you can't handle the truth!
Gentlemen.
Well, I've paid for the book, so I think I'm entitled to know why
I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to!
You better get somewhere fast with this, Lieutenant.
What about this one, then? This lad here, he's 12 years old, he looks 48. What do you think?
No.
Why not, though? You said you didn't want to know any more about the juggler. You didn't say you didn't want to know
I know what I
about
said. I don't have to have it read back to me like
All right.
Lieutenant, do you have anything further for this witness?
Well, just wanted to know if you thought Mr. Webfoot at number 42 should have took up swimming, but...
Absolutely.
Yeah, you'd say that now, wouldn't you? Forget it.
Well, I don't know what to say, really. That's Karl Pilkington in the film A Few Good Men with Jack Nicholson, acting alongside Jack, and I have to say, giving him a run for his money.
I think Karl is a really good actor. I genuinely think that. Should we put him in something?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Right, what's the question?
What's his forte, do you think?
Just sort of playing that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Deep stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so we can sort that out.
Think of a question there out of that little lot.
You've not got one?
Well, I've got what it was at number 36, whatever it was. What was it?
Don't know. Let's.
It was number 50. It was number 50.
Yeah. All right then.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's number? What? Yeah.
Well, yeah. What was odd about the guy who was at number 50 in the 50
book.
weirdest people list?
And just text in 83 XFM and put your address on there as well and that.
What prizes are there, Karl?
Loads of stuff.
Yeah. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, that's actually not bad. There's Lord of the Rings on there. Michael Palin's Around the World in 80 Days. If you've not had a chance to see that yet, it's been repeated about 80 times. Look Around You, which is an excellent show. That's
it's
funny.
brilliant.
I've seen that. There's some other good stuff. That's not too bad. And also the relatively poor stand-up DVD, Ricky Gervais's live animals show, which is mediocre.
Can't give him away.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can win all those prizes if you can answer which question again?
Who was the fella who was at number 50 in my book? What was up with him?
Excellent.
All right, so let's got to play
Thorns.
some Thorns. Yeah?
It's the most beautiful track. I can't get enough of this. You'll love it. You'll love this. Karl, come on, what's the matter with you?
Oh,
Thorns.
that's all.
No Blue Sky. Beautiful, isn't it? And that great track.
It's all right, yeah.
Just had an email, yeah. That woman who opened the Office script could have her head cut off. Apparently, when a letter is posted, it becomes the property of the Queen until it reaches the person it was meant for. By opening it, she's committed treason and could be killed. I don't know if you're familiar with this story, Karl, are you?
Go on.
Apparently, some copies of the Office Christmas specials scripts got sent to the wrong address. Some woman. And, I don't know what you do in that situation. Normally, if I get mail that's not addressed to me, I just give it to the postman or put it back in the postbox.
Radio 1 tried to speak to her, but apparently she's got a gagging order, which makes us think that she sold it to the Sunday. So we'll read it. We'll read the plot of The Office tomorrow in the Sunday papers, which ruin it for some people.
Ruin it for a lot of people, yeah.
But the other thing is, I mean, if it was sent to her, obviously her name wasn't on it.
Oh.
If that's true, in which case, I think that's quite a serious offence, isn't it?
I would hope so. I mean, I would hope that, if I sent something in an envelope, it was...
But the BBC, the BBC thinks that because the person they said it was meant to be sent to got his, he thinks maybe that's an excuse. Maybe someone gave her the script and said, don't say it came from me.
Yeah.
So... I don't know, maybe she's protected someone, I don't know.
Yeah, well, if that is...
Well, either way, don't sell it to a newspaper.
Well, It's just the kind of mercenary nature of it that I loathe, it's the fact that it's only just now makes me wonder if she had it there lying around in her house and someone said to her, well, why don't you go to the papers?
Yeah.
Try and flog it.
But I just don't think she's going to get a lot for it, because people are going to see it soon. It's not like it's the Hitler Diaries.
Well, they're not very well written.
But, I mean... I don't know.
I'll tell you what I'm frustrated by. It's just the fact that it's like we've worked hard to give people some kind of pleasure for this Christmas, because a lot of people are very depressed, Rick, very low at this time of year. They've not got what they wanted. But we're trying to cheer them up, give them a bit of happiness.
Yeah, but I think she'll be happy if she gets a lot of money.
True.
I don't know. I think it's just tacky, really.
It's like, I just say, if you're a fan of the show and you don't want to know what happens, then don't read the Sundays tomorrow, or at least avoid it when it says we tell you what happens.
But the papers might not ruin it. The papers might go... We've got them, but we're not going to ruin it for people. That'd be a nice gesture.
Ideal.
But I don't know.
All I can say is it's a good job that I send out the prizes. Because that Michael Palin around the world in 80 days will be going to the person who won it.
Yeah.
And if someone else receives it, they better not try and, do you know what I mean, keep it. It should go to the winner.
Yeah, exactly. Right? That is a very good point.
So,
be warned.
Don't open things that weren't addressed to you.
Yeah.
I did
Pandora's
that time,
box. There's some sort of lesson there.
Yeah.
What happened? All the evils of the world, wasn't it?
Pretty much.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, don't try to explain it to Karl.
No, Pandora's box.
Go on.
Well, told not to open it, opened it, released all the evils that are in the world now.
But did the person say if you open it, loads of evil will come out?
It's not true. It's not true. It didn't really happen. It's not like evolution. It's not the truth.
But you remember that? Yeah, you won't listen to some of my stuff, like goldfish and stuff.
No, it's not that we don't listen to it. It's that you would pass off how all the evils in the world got here. Because on Ananova it would be, Pandora opens box.
Actually, speaking of headlines.
Here we go. Okay, look. Imagine if Pilkington was on News at 10, okay?
We should just explain, you cannot be bothered to read an entire news story. You get everything you need from a headline, don't you?
Well, I think... it's enough. I think if they did...
Well, let's see if this is enough. Let's see if Trevor McDonald just read this on the news at 10, it'd be short, and you get back to the football, whatever. Here we go. And here is the news at 2:15 with Karl Pilkington. Bong.
Man who walks backwards around lake falls in.
Bong.
Chinese woman eats dirt.
Bong.
Man lives in rubbish dump for 10 years.
Brilliant. Bong.
Czech family says they've got a rabbit with 3 knobs.
Right.
Done.
Sorry, can you just read a little bit more of the Czech family with 3 knobs?
Just about a family.
Not read it to yourself. Read it out on there.
Just about.
He can't read it to himself. I tell him to read it to himself. We still hear it.
No, he was, because I could see his lips moving.
Go on.
Just this fella who had 3 rabbits.
Right, just think of this is Trevor McDonald.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on, Karl. Okay, well, here's the news. Right, good, brilliant. Go on.
There's a fella. He's got 3 rabbits and that, and then he checks them out. Right.
Yeah.
2 of the rabbits have got 2 knobs each.
Right.
And he goes, that's a bit weird, isn't it?
Sure.
And they're throwing them around, sort of chucking, showing them around the family and stuff, saying, look at that, that's weird. Picks up the 3rd one, it's got 3.
Yeah.
So they ate the 2 with 2, because they thought they best keep the third one because a little bit lucky in that.
Yeah.
It is lucky. 3 knobs there, yeah.
Now here's the sports news, and that's how it would work.
Yeah, okay, brilliant. Well, we do about the Chinese woman who eats dirt. I'm interested in that.
That's it. That is the story, isn't it? What more do you need to know? It's
Well,
just
I want to
saying,
know a little bit more. Can you just embellish it?
78-year-old Chinese woman. She says she's 78. Makes you wonder.
Yeah.
With my theory.
Karl's theory is that Chinese people don't age well, and so those Chinese people that are saying they're 112 are really only 33. That's why he doesn't want to be recognised, because he doesn't want to walk out from here into Chinatown.
Yeah.
It just says she's been eating soil for 70 years. She's ate about 10 tons of the stuff, and it's done her no harm. Kept her grounded.
It's probably all right for you, isn't it? Because it passes through, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, they say, don't they, if you're having a kid, let it play in soil and that, because...
well, that's to get it immune, yeah, to get it, But lots of, like, things with sort of birds and reptiles sometimes swallow soil and stones because it grinds up stuff, breaks down cellulose for them. Doesn't do any harm.
All right, then.
One more fact from this book for you, Karl. Apparently, officially, the Second World War is not over. It's not actually over because there's never been an official treaty signed between Germany and Russia. So it's still going on. Interesting or not?
Not as good as the monkey one and
the woman who eats dirt.
And the Peter the Great and that.
Sure.
But, yeah, it is over, isn't it? Isn't it, though? That's what I mean about you annoying me with stuff that you go, oh, that's interesting. I don't think that is interesting.
Okay.
There was, what was it I learnt?
What was it I learned? Think of that as a question.
Well, we're all trying to figure that out.
Yeah, go on.
Leonardo...
DiCaprio?
The painter.
Da Vinci.
He could write with one hand, draw with the other at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
It's all right.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, if you have an interesting fact for Karl Pilkington that you think he might be intrigued by, email ricky.gervais@xfm.
What have we got coming up? What have we got coming up?
More education stuff. Some good tunes and that.
Yeah.
And bit of Outcast.
Yeah. Outcast. Hey Ya on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant. And over there, Karl Pilkington. Now we've got a new feature.
Well, I don't know if it should become a feature every week, Rick. I'm not sure it's got legs for that. But maybe in the absence of Rockbusters. Basically, I was looking through the pigeonhole, and we got a lot of stuff sent to us, a lot of junk, stuff we don't really want. Yeah. And a lot of people, for some reason, they send us... Begging letters, a lot of that. We get sent a lot of CDs by people, bands, artists, who have not yet been signed. Maybe they've knocked something together in their bedroom. They got a band, and they just, for some reason, they want our feedback. They want us to sort of give them some thoughts on what they think, where they're going wrong, stuff like that. And I just thought, I was having a clear out, and I thought, why not just give them a little chance, Just throw them a bone, Rick.
Honest critique?
Honest critique of some of the artists that sent us stuff.
Okay, go on.
These are bands that have not been, they've not got a record contract.
This is exciting. Okay, name the 3 bands
well,
first.
we'll go through them individually, and I'll hear a little snatch, and then I'll get your opinions, both from you, Rick. I know you've been in the music business, you've got a good general knowledge of music, you've got a good taste.
Big time,
and also Karl Pilkington's views as well.
Yeah.
We know what to think of them. So this first band is called Kellerton Road. I'm sure they're very excited. As I said their name then, they probably can't believe it. They're phoning each other now. They're getting so excited.
All friends are phoning them now. Turn your phone off.
They can't
people in this band. You don't want to...
Yeah.
Well, okay, then Kellerton Road.
Kellerton Road. Play a track from them. So that's Kellerton Road. I think that's a track called Secretly. And looking on the back here, there's 6 of them in the band. They all pretty much look the same. They've got the long hair, the usual sort of look. What do you make of them, Rick?
All right.
Yeah? Quite like that?
Good, yeah. I mean, a bit generic. The chorus was a little bit simplistic. I like good production, good musicianship.
Reminds you of something maybe like the Thrills, that sort of thing?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, good.
Jukebox or junk box?
What's a junk box?
It's just, I'm just trying to make it sound snappy. Jukebox or junk box?
Don't, because you haven't got it. Don't ever stick to what you're good at.
Okay. What, being sexy?
Just sort of watching Doctor Who and stuff. You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, then, right, what's the next one?
So, well, let's just ask Karl Pilkington's opinion. Karl, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's it, is it?
Yep.
Is that why you're no longer right for the NME?
Go on.
So what's this next one you've got for us then, Karl?
Toffee.
Toffee.
It's called Born Depressed.
Oh dear.
Brilliant.
Is it about you? There we go,
I
Toffee.
quite like that.
Yeah?
I sort of a bit glammy, bit underground. Yeah.
What do you make of the name, Toffee?
I don't like the name.
It's not great, is it?
No, but I quite like that track.
Quite like the track. I'm
If
just
that's
looking at the
representative.
CD, they've made it themselves, and basically the band feature on there completely nude.
Oh.
What do you...
Well, we know what we think of that. What do you think of that, Carl?
I'm not happy with that. Let's have a look, though.
Have a look there.
That's no point, is it?
There's quite a lot of blokes and there's one naked lady.
Just having a look, though. Just...
Yeah.
What are you looking at the blokes? What are you looking at? Why are you looking at the blokes?
Let's
Knob.
Just having a look.
But you look at their knob. I can see by the way your eyes are
I'm
looking.
looking at the woman's knob, though.
Well, she won't be happy with that.
No, that's a bloke, Carl.
Yeah, that's where you've been going wrong.
Yeah, that's the woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was looking at, that one. The woman's knob, so that's all right.
Yeah. Good.
So Rick, hit parade or shit parade?
I don't know if it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a hit yet because I haven't got backup. But I think we're looking more about whether they get
A record deal. Do you think they deserve one?
Yeah, I like. Thumbs up for both of them.
Okay, excellent.
Well done.
All right, well done. And Carl, play the last one then. What did you make of it? Sorry, we didn't ask your opinion. We weren't interested.
Like to see him on CD UK. Just like that on the CD cover.
Okay.
And this last act, I think, is this right? Picture Centre?
Yeah.
Picture Centre. Picture Centre.
My favourite.
You like that?
Yeah, that's my favourite out of all of them. Good. There's a bit of Amy Mann in there. A little bit Cocteau Twins.
Yeah.
No, really good. I really like. Really good. Really intriguing that.
Karl Pilkington?
Yeah, it's all right.
If you didn't like it, what would you say?
It's weird though, isn't it, music? No, do you know what I mean? It's like, it depends what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? That's all right. If you're just having a game of crib or whatever, it's just on in the background. That's the thing with music. I don't think you can sort of slag any of it off. It's times, and it depends what mood you're in and stuff.
Yeah.
So
this is
it's
a pointless feature. It's a pointless feature.
We'll do it
I
again
didn't
then.
come up with it.
No, I don't. All right, don't slag it off.
Okay, we'll do that again then. I was quite enjoying that, but okay.
No, do you understand what I'm saying?
Well,
That it's not worth having an opinion about music.
Well, I'm not that bothered. I'm just saying.
imagine if he was on the panel of Fame Academy or Pop Idol.
Yeah.
That'd be great. He'd go along, and Nicky Chapman go, yeah, you've really improved. I really like that. I don't know what you're wearing. Dr. Fox, you were hot, baby. I loved it. Like your legs, like all your boobs and all that. Brilliant. Come to Carl. Not bothered. All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
No, we'll keep it up.
Play a record.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. This is my favourite. Can I change? Well, this is my favourite out of all four of them. Lynyrd Skynyrd. Yeah? Yeah. Slam dunk this puppy. Jet and roll over DJ on XFM 104.9. All right?
Carl, just an email, a question for you. Can you please let me know which school Carl went to? What school do you go to?
Cessav.
What?
Cessav.
Cessav?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It was on Cecil Avenue.
Cecil Avenue in Manchester.
Yeah.
It's just he says, I'd like to know so that I don't send my kids to the same place. He also says, P.S. Does Karl look like Gollum in Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, in fact, I was just putting a little bald wig on you, wasn't I?
Like he needs one.
Yeah.
So, if you
Just
want
some
a
of the fun and games we have when the songs are on.
Yeah, did it hurt?
Just a little bit. The bit that worried me is when you said, let me just staple it.
Yeah, well, I was trying to get it under your chin because it looked funnier, and he was scared. Oh, I remember. Do you remember I did that thing with the tea towel? Have you told Steve about that?
I don't think I have. It's not something I'd shout about, to be honest.
Go on.
Went round his place, and he said, "Oh, before you go, I must try something."
Because I couldn't get squeezing hard enough. I can't because I'm not strong enough to hurt him anymore now, or am I?
I think I can take it a bit more than I could at the start.
Yeah, so I wanted to squeeze his head more. So what did I do?
So he said, just hang on, I've got a tea towel. He brought a tea towel in now. I need something sort of long and thin. What can I get? He's asking his girlfriend, where's that there? Comes in with a spatula, right? He puts the tea towel on my head and manages to sort of put the spatula in and turn it round so that the tea towel is tightening on my head.
Yeah.
Using little pressure, would you say, from you?
Yeah, just little. It's brilliant. It was like a tourniquet, and I just turned it a little bit, and he screamed almost straight away, didn't you?
It hurts. But I don't. But why did you think that was good? When would you need to use that tool?
I knew I did it on my other bald mate, Rob, who was over, and he screamed as well. Because you just put a tea towel round, like a little bandana, just stick the wooden spoon down the back, just turn it, and it's even half a turn, isn't it? And it really...
Hopefully children listening will be trying that on their friends.
No, they won't. Don't try that at home.
I've got another fact for you, Karl. It might be of interest to you. It's the final one. The ancient Babylonians had few... What?
Can I just stop you there? What's a Babylonian?
My head's gonna burst. What do you mean, what's a Babylonian?
I've never heard of one.
No, but work out, what's an Evertonian?
Someone who supports Everton.
Well, or from?
From Liverpool.
Yeah, so what's a Babylonian?
He's from Baba.
Yeah, well, anyway, some people from Baba, ancient Baba, they didn't have very many doctors in those days, all right? Because they felt that illnesses should be left to the wisdom of the public, right? So if you were sick, okay, you were placed in the city centre, right? And then a passerby...
Outside Baba.
Outside Baba. And a passerby who had suffered from the same ailment or who had seen it treated in the past, they would pass by, they would give them advice on how to be cured. Do you understand? So there'd be no doctors, just people passing by would see, they'd say, what's wrong with you? And they'd say, well, blah, 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 I've had the same thing, here's some advice. And pedestrians were forbidden to pass such an individual without inquiring about the complaint and prescribing for it if they knew how to.
So hang on, so there's someone ill.
Yeah.
It's outside the town hall.
Yeah.
People walk past, go, what's up with you? They go, oh, my foot hurts. And they go, you've got to do this to get rid of that.
Yeah.
And were they ever right?
Well, what do you mean?
Were they ever right?
Well, how do we know?
What are you telling me?
What?
What have you just told me? What am I meant to take from that? You just said strangers sort of say, you've got that wrong with you.
I think he's sulking. I don't think he's ever going to take anything we tell him again because we don't.
No, but I don't
like the fact that he goes, monkeys can do armed robberies, and we go, no, they can't.
I don't understand what the problem is.
But how is that different from telling me that a Chinese woman ate dirt? How is that not the same sort of
thing? Because that's weird. Someone sat in Trafalgar Square going, I've got a headache and I go take some Nurofen, isn't shocking. I'm not a doctor. I've given him a bit of advice.
But neither is the dirt lady. She's not particularly interesting. Neither of them are particularly interesting. I'm just trying to give you an example of the same sort of drivel you feed us every week.
Would you sort of have tea round at her house? It's weird. The Chinese woman.
Right, so it's weird. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's weirdness that you're interested in.
See, I thought that you were actually interested in sort of interesting sort of stuff.
But if it's weird, it helps.
If it's weird, it helps.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be major news. The other day there was something about this fella who I think he wanted to be an actor, right? And he was trying all his life to be an actor. Couldn't get a gig anywhere, right? So when he died, he said, right, I'm going to leave all my money to the theatre as long as that theatre uses my skull in that play they do with the head.
Hamlet.
In Hamlet. So that's that sort of news, and it's weird.
Right.
What money did he have if he'd been struggling actor?
He had some money in that.
What did he do?
I don't know.
That's what I'm interested in, what he did. Yeah, that's what me and Steve. Yeah, that's what me and Steve are interested in, what he did, how he earned his money.
So, because you were going to educate us this week with some interesting facts.
Oh, yeah, come on then.
Is that it, or have you got more?
Well, that's weird.
But that's not educational. You didn't give me his name, you didn't give me when, you didn't give me what theatre.
No, but also to take from it. Do you know what I mean? If people listening and go, well, I'm a bit like that. It's like if you've got to be dead and have your skull on stage, that isn't the job for you. That's what I'm saying. If it takes that much, give it up, do something else. Right? What else have I taught you?
I don't know.
You haven't taught us, so you've never taught me anything.
See, we'll just have to sort of...
What, agree to disagree?
Right. I don't know what you can sort of learn from this.
Go on then.
7-Up, the drink.
Yeah.
Right. We're actually on air now, aren't we?
Yeah, this is
right, okay.
This is it, baby.
This is a radio show that we're paid for.
Forget
No, come on, 7-Up.
It's not really... Not important.
It's not interesting. More
important.
Go on,
come on then.
The little red dot, that's above the 7 on the can. Do you know, it says 7 up and there's a little red dot.
Yeah.
That red dot's there because the creator of it was an albino and he had red eyes, and he had that little thing there as his little trademark.
Is that true?
It's true.
That's quite interesting.
Right then. So that's what I'm saying. It's not that important, but it's interesting.
If it's true, that's interesting.
It isn't. It's true and it's interesting.
Okay, that's good. You know, Coke used to contain real cocaine. So
Well, they used to be medicines, didn't they?
tonics, yeah.
No, they were medicines. I read that tomato ketchup and Coca-Cola started off as medicines.
Probably not a medicine, probably more of a tonic, because it probably a pick me up, wasn't it? If I had Coke in it and caffeine and sugar, and same as ketchup, probably lots of vitamin C and lots of sugar. It was probably more of a tonic. It wasn't really a medicine. They didn't say cancer. Have this on your chips.
It's an HP.
Wasn't a medicine. It was.
Well, it was kind of.
All right, okay, let's agree to disagree on that particular one.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Is that it, Carl?
What else?
You've
Any other
legendary
facts?
this week. You've given us the 7-Up thing, okay.
I've told you about the goldfish.
Not really, but yeah.
He didn't say anything about goldfish. This is your fact, right? You know what? A goldfish might have longer memories than some people think. That's not a fact. That under no circumstances would imagine Magnus Magnuson saying, what animals might have longer memories than most people think? This is goldfish correct. Imagine that as a question. How is that a fact?
If you ever have children, you can educate them with this kind of drivel. Is this how you're going to raise your kids? So their minds just pump full of
That'd
this
be my
rubbish?
job. I'd keep them interested with stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Suzanne does the proper stuff.
Yeah. So you agree there is some proper stuff?
Yeah, but I wouldn't make him do it. I'd just sort of leave the book there, and then if he read it, I'd go, that's good. That is.
What book would you think? What, the 50th freakiest people ever to be born?
Give him that to start with.
What would you tell me your favourite was? The little fella who's playing the keyboard?
That or the three-legged fella.
Yeah, okay. So he's learnt that. That's the first day at school. What would you teach him the second day at school?
I don't know, because
why do owls have to turn 180 degrees to look the other way?
Because they've got big eyes.
Yeah, and what's that mean?
What do you mean? What's it mean?
Can I just? I don't think you should have children.
Well, Suzanne's always saying, she'd like to hear tiny feet running around the flat. And stuff. Yeah. I just said, let's get a little midget cleaner.
Right, haven't got long. We better give the winner. We got monkey news coming up.
We haven't really got any monkey news.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's nothing going on, seriously.
What do you mean?
The last few weeks I've kept telling you.
No, right. This really annoys me when you say there's nothing going on, because you call it monkey news, but it's not monkey news. You have stories, dubious stories. But shut up a minute. About it's always chimps, which annoys me. You call it monkey because they're apes, right? And it's often from the 18th century, so it's not news anyway. So don't tell me there's no monkey news
what I'm
this
saying
week.
is, if there's monkey news worth doing, I'll know about it. And there isn't anything, so let's leave it.
Right, okay, you are going to give me some monkey news, I'm telling you, you are going to give me some monkey news, or we're not leaving.
Right, well, my mum sent me some. Right. I got a little letter from her doing the usual sort of stuff, telling me what she'd been up to and that. It was a little thing about somewhere in Lincolnshire or something.
Right, good.
Do a bit of monkey throwing.
God, what do you mean?
Because some fella got attacked by one once. And sort of to remember him, on this certain day, they go, oh, it was today, wasn't it? And that fella got attacked by a little monkey and that. And something about chucking monkeys about.
That's horrible.
I don't know if they're real. I think it's just like to remember.
All right.
But that's the only sort of stuff that's knocking about out there.
But it's not, that's not
I've got my mum and dad on it, looking all the time.
There must be more monkey news than that.
There isn't nothing. I mean, there's bits and pieces. There was a bit about Donna Eyre, how when she has a kid, she's going to let a gorilla look after it for a week or something. But apart from that, it's dead out there.
Well, I don't know what that means.
She's well, that's it. Apparently,
well, it's not true. She's not going to let a gorilla look after a child.
No, it is. Apparently, a fella works with them or something, and
this is rubbish.
It's not rubbish.
How can she let a gorilla look after a baby for a week?
Well, forget it.
Sorry, have you ever heard her speak? Can I just give you a little fact here? Someone's emailed in for you, Carl. They've sent an interesting fact for you. I think you're going to be interested in this. Don't read it on the email. Let me read it for you. I think you'll be excited. An interesting fact from Karl. That's from Toby. He says, Attila the Hun punished some fella who annoyed him by cutting off his arms and legs. You'll love this. And stitching his arms back where his legs should be. And vice versa. Look at his face. Look at the little smile that's just cracked on his lips. That is the kind of fact you've been waiting for all day, isn't it?
So go on, again, so...
Attila the Hun, right, some guy didn't like, he cut off his arms and his legs, and he stitched his legs on where his arms should be, and his arms where his legs should be. Look at him looking at his body, trying to picture it.
Yeah. I'll let it sink in for a little while, then I'll ruin it for him. Karl, what are you thinking?
I'm just picturing it.
Right, he would have died. It would have been tokenistic. There's no way that person could have lived through it. So it was just for Attila the Hun's fun. He probably put him on a stick outside his gate or something. There's no way in those days that he could have gone through complete limb amputation. And
so would he have wore a jumper for pants?
Who's the winner of the competition?
From Walthamstow, it's Joe Ogden. Well done, Joe. You got the correct answer, which was what?
The fellow with two heads at number 50.
Number 50. Is that it? Are we off?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Cheers. More of the same drivel next week.
Bye. Bye. Right.
If you don't like
well, okay. Let's play Educating Ricky.
Right.
Brilliant. Go. Right.
So,
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Educating Ricky.
right, what are we going for then? Hanging the bacon, airy Chinese kid, alien gives man a bird.
I think Alien gives man a bird.
I'd like to do that.
Right, there's this fella, I think it happened in America, and he saw a bright light in the sky. And
Karl, if you're bored.
and he stood there.
This is a true story, is it?
Yeah. He stood there.
Yes, of course it isn't, Steve.
And he saw this bright light, and it came closer and closer, and it was a UFO, right?
Yep.
And he looked at it, and it disappeared, right? And he gets back in his car,
He looks in the mirror.
and he looks in the mirror.
Yep.
He's only got a beard.
He hasn't.
You sure it wasn't someone else who got in the car and he was still standing out there?
Right?
What?
And it turned out,
Yeah.
he got home and said to his wife or his girlfriend, it's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car and I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days.
Yeah.
But he'd only thought that he'd only looked at it and it went away.
Yeah.
But what had happened is he took him and he grew a beard because he hasn't had a shave.
Right, okay. I mean, was Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones anything to do with this at all? Did you see this on a video maybe and thought it was an educational film?
No, it's from a book that some kind person sent in to me. Here.
Can I just ask again, just again, I'm just throwing this right back at you. Do you think there's any other possible answer here? Right? A man is absent for 3 days from home.
He's grown a
length
beard.
of time that it could take to grow a beard, lest we forget. What if he hadn't actually seen a bright light in the sky?
What if he was lying? What if he was lying?
He'd got knocked unconscious, he'd had a car crash.
Just
any
lying.
number of other
No,
things.
just lying.
Or he was just lying.
Yeah, he'd been on a bender, getting pissed for 3 days
and that
with
was
his
an
mates.
excuse to his wife.
And they went, Dennis, what are you going to tell your wife?
Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're not going to believe I was out with you, lads.
Just say you're only away for a minute. No, I wasn't away from it because of the beard. Oh yeah, look, it looks like you've been out for 3 days. Well, we have. That's
Exactly.
right. Okay, we've got to cover that then. Alien abduction.
Great one.
Okay, let's try that.
Do you see? That's a little scenario there that could have been played out.
So when you say educating Ricky, what have I learnt from this? Never listen to you again. That's all I've learnt so far. Never listen to you.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit more in here, right? To
Well,
spice this
no.
up.
What do you mean add a little bit more?
We'll add a bit more to this what I'm educating you about.
Go on.
Right? There's only a law in America that says if you touch a UFO, you're going to get done. Now, why would they make a rule? I don't know that. Do you know, like, all their rules have a code?
Karl, I genuinely do not know what you're talking about.
Right. Do you know, like, how here they might have...
Do you know
I
what?
have no idea.
Right.
Okay.
Do you know, like, over here?
I'm listening to Capital and these headphones. I got Foxy on from yesterday.
Right, let's bin that.
No way, it's great.
I want to hear about Airy Chinese Kid.
Let's play a tune. And
Okay,
then come
play a
back
tune,
with
come back with Chinese Kid, definitely.
Some doors.
Yeah, I just thought I'd go back, take it back to the 60s. This is a tune that a friend of mine sent
If
me.
you touch UFO, you get done.
Soul Kitchen from the Doors.
Shambles today, this.
Dave Bowie, Slow Burn. Quite a Eno trilogy
Yeah,
feel
not bad
about
at
it.
all, yeah.
Lodger
Is it
and
a
sort
new
of low type, yeah. But Yeah.
Enjoyable.
Now, okay. That's stressful, isn't it? I think we've got things working now. We've had people coming in and out, just shaking their head going, shouldn't have bought that desk. But it's all sorted now, I think. And,
You notice how it took about 25 minutes for them to come down as well, though? Do you feel like we're maybe quite low in the pecking order in the building?
Definitely.
You know, it's like Capital First, Capital Gold. They can shoot off to other sort of pirate stations. People's car radios, then they come back here.
Oh, dear. Oh, I had a job at Richard Sounds. Light fitting was buzzing. Now, but we've got, thanks for staying, listening. Right, okay, educating Ricky. What have we got? Airy Chinese kid, go on.
Right, yeah. This is the... I didn't want to do this.
What do you want to do it?
Well, I wanted to give you 3, and I gave you one. It was like the alien man gets a beard or whatever.
Yeah,
and
which was total rubbish, so this one should be better, maybe.
Hairy Chinese kid. Right, well, we've talked about hairy people in the past.
True enough.
Haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, the little kids who grew up in woods and hung around with wolves and that.
Yeah, again, you're confusing it. Yeah, they're not, there were some people that were born very hirsute. They were not the people who were brought up with wolves. You just put that together in your Homer Simpson type mind.
Right, well, this is like a sort of close to that sort of story. But the weird thing is, right, Chinese people aren't that hairy as a nation. No, seriously, that's a well-known fact. They don't have that much body hair and stuff.
Okay.
So this little kid who was born over there, he was like covered in stuff.
Was he?
And it was only his nose that wasn't hairy. The rest of his body was caked in hair, right? And his hair sort of...
What sort of hair was it? Was
thick,
it
thick hair?
No, what I mean is, was it sort of like a pony's mane, so he just looked like an Ewok? You know what I mean? Just like hanging down sort of straight, dark hair.
In the picture, it looked like it grows from his eyebrow. It grows from his eyebrows quite thick, and then it just goes all the way over his head. You don't think it was
just really long eyebrows that he'd done a comb over?
No, it was all over his body. It had a picture of like his back and that.
Yeah.
And
had he styled it? Had he styled it at all? Did he have it a quiff or?
No, it was just hanging all over him.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know, this is a bit weird happening in China, where we're not normally that hairy.
That was the scientist speaking there.
And the local press and that were getting him down, calling him monkey boy and all this.
Oh.
And
thinking Chinese press.
But the doctor,
yeah. Oh,
they're cruel, aren't they? It's like those game shows. That's Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the doctor said,
I was talking through all that time while we were just like talking to each other then. Because I turned around and I still saw he was talking.
So anyway, the local press came in to see the hairy boy, the monkey boy.
And they were like being tight, taking the mickey out of him, and the doctor said...
Showing him nuts.
Said he's only hairy. Said he's a healthy young kid. The only faults he's got is he's got a little bit of eczema and a boil. And he said everybody should just treat him the same, and I think he grew up a healthy kid. Yeah, so that's the
that's the end of the story.
That's not a story.
Why?
Well, but I've got nothing. I don't know what to say to that. So someone in China was born slightly hairier than the rest, and he was normal apart from eczema and a boil. That to me isn't a story. But if it is, I've got a million. I mean, it's sort of like bloke from Manchester went a bit bolder than the rest, got a job on radio. He was normal. I mean, that's not a story, is it? Do you know what I mean? Dandy Warhols and Bohemian Like You on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, what's the story then?
Right, so what did you say you're going for? You've got your 3 titles, your 3 teasers.
Well, I think I'm going to go for Don't Do That to It. You know it can't live for that, Ned.
I'm looking forward to this.
Right.
So this is educating Ricky, for those that have just tuned in.
Now, something that Ricky told me about when he was educating me was that a cockroach, if you cut its head off, it lives for a week.
Yeah.
Right?
And the only reason it dies is because it can't take on water.
Sure. It doesn't have a great time in that week, though, does it? I mean, it doesn't get much done, I don't imagine.
It just needs water, and because it can't find any, like its eyes, it eventually dies. Yeah. Right?
No.
So what...
No, it's not. That's not. It's anyway. It can't drink.
Anyway.
So, have you heard that one about worms?
Okay.
I have, go on.
If you cut a worm in half, a lot of people have said in the past that it'll turn into 2 worms.
Right.
But that isn't actually true.
Okay. Who said that?
No, it used to be like, you know,
kids at school
said it on, kids at school and stuff.
Yeah.
So that, you know, a lot of people think that.
Don't pick him up on stuff, Steve. It's bad enough.
Sure.
So, but what they can do, if you get a worm, right, and you find out which end its head's at.
Right.
If you you've got its head there at the left-hand side, right, and if you sort of cut it in half,
right,
but not in half, so there's more of its neck than the tail, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The bit that you've cut off will sort of die, and the rest of the worm will get better. So in a way, you can cut it in half, and it'll survive, but only one half will survive.
Okay.
Yeah? What have you learned there?
I wish you hadn't chosen that one.
I know, because it's nothing, is it?
Yeah,
you know that joke, how do you tell a worm's head from its eye? You put it in a bowl of flour and wait till it farts.
Yes.
Right? I told my mate that, right? And he went, what if it coughs? Yeah.
So, there is a bit of truth in that myth of cutting one in half.
Where did you get this information? I don't understand where you get this information
That was from the Fortean Times. It was like the myth about worms.
Yeah.
That was the big article that week.
Did it take you as long to read that article as it took you to tell us just then?
I like the fact that it starts off debunking a myth that we hadn't heard of anyway.
Exactly.
You know the big thing about cutting a worm in half and making 2 worms? No. Yeah. What's the other one?
It's not the thing to do either, by the way. Don't go doing it.
No. It's not very nice.
But,
it's cruel.
But it can get by
and
if
it's
you
pointless.
Do. Yeah.
There's no scientific worth in that.
Well, there you go.
Okay then.
So the others now, you see what I do. No, I tell you the other titles. You're not having them yet. That's the whole idea of this. People will be driving or about to go out doing the shopping. They'll think about that now.
What was the other 2?
Well, the other 2.
They won't think about that. They've forgotten that.
No, they will.
No, they've forgotten that already.
If only it was raining, and what's tomato with you?
Right,
I'm looking forward to that one.
No, you've got to tell them tomato with you.
Look what's happening. You see, you already want more education. And this is what listeners will be doing.
I tell you, I wish you were a teacher. I so wish you were a teacher.
Do you know what I mean? Kids would be saying, I know it's 3:30, but I don't want to go home. I want more.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing with you. I'm teaching you.
Why are you teaching me things about not to cut worms in half and what's tomato with you? Please tell me what's tomato with you, Karl.
In a bit.
Okay. Educating Ricky, we got 2 left, haven't we? I'm looking forward to these.
We've still got 2 more. We've still got If Only It Was Raining and what's tomato with you?
He says it. Coldplay, the scientist on XFM 104.9. Right, competition, isn't it?
No, it's Educating Ricky Part 2.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I wasn't even listening. He's doing all the work. I wasn't even listening. Oh, and he spilled some water down that. Right, what's this one again then?
Right.
What's the teaser headline?
Teaser headline is what's tomato with you?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Go on. How excited were you when you came up with that? You couldn't wait to come in and tell us, could you?
I think it's a good one because you won't forget it now, will you? I mean, like the worm one. What's so special about the worm?
A lot of people think that if you cut a worm in half, 2 worms will grow, but no. What happens is if you cut the head end slightly nearer the tail than the tail will die, but the worm with the head will be okay. So, it's exploded a myth, and it taught me something.
Right, so the second one, part 2 of Educating Ricky. What's tomato with you?
Yeah.
What this one's about is, ages ago.
This is scientific.
There's never a date. There's never a country, a location.
Okay, settle down, children. This is A-level history. Right.
Once upon a time.
Yeah. When a mental place with swords was a king, forget his name, but he was a loony. So, and it was literally ages ago. Yeah. So, good luck in the exam. Yeah.
Right. So, alright, many years ago.
Oh, yeah, cleared that up. Go on.
They thought tomatoes were poisonous. Right?
Okay.
Because what
hold on, are they going to be proved wrong at the end of this story?
Well,
because I don't want to give away the ending, but is it something to do with are they poisonous tomatoes?
No.
Oh, you're having a laugh.
I don't believe it.
Go on.
They're going to be eating tomatoes all this time.
Oh, Steve, what's tomato with you anyway?
Okay, so hang on a minute.
What's
Let's just
tomato with
recap
you?
quickly. Many years ago, when people thought tomatoes were poisonous.
Yeah.
Go on,
Well, they didn't know they were poisonous then because they were still eating them. But what was happening?
But they're not poisonous.
But hang on a minute.
All right, it's not. I'm just going to listen. I'm not even going to talk.
I'm not going to tackle it
So, if you remember, years ago they didn't have like pottery plates. they had lead plates. Right?
What are you talking?
Just let him talk.
Sorry, what year is this?
Let him talk.
Come on.
Plates made out of lead, and what they'd end up doing, they'd say, right, do you want a tomato? And they'd go, yeah, all right. And they'd put the tomato on the lead plate and cut it. And because of the acid in the tomato, right, it would sort of make the lead runny, and the lead would go into the tomato, and they'd say, oh, it's lovely this, and they'd be eating it. They'd get food poisoning, lead poisoning, what have you, and they'd be really ill. So they thought tomatoes were poisonous, so they didn't eat them for many years.
And when you say they, do you mean the people of Narnia?
Yeah, this didn't happen.
Where was this happening?
Sort of in Britain and that.
You put him on the spot there. Oh, I hope there's no uppity pupils at this school when they go, what do you mean, sir? Oh, if you're going to... Oh, I'm fed up with you.
Do you understand?
No.
So the
No, you've got... No, right, okay, first of all, Carl, where'd you get this information from?
Where
14
did I get
times
that?
as well?
Do you know...
You can't remember?
I don't know where I got that from. I don't know where I got it from. But why don't you think that makes sense?
But what? Someone once got lead poisoning from a tomato?
Not just one, loads, and then all of a sudden... No.
Why is this educating me?
Because I'm telling you that tomatoes...
I can't take anything away from this. Yeah, I don't know what to take away from this. What have I learned? What have I learned? Don't mix lead with tomatoes. Why is this educational in any shape or form? What are you telling me? A long time ago in the land of Glunk, right, where the ninnies did slib, right, they thought tomatoes were poisonous because they ate plates of lead. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we all know tomatoes aren't poisonous.
Is that what we're taking from the story?
Is that the moral of the story? Don't believe these people that I'd never heard of before. What are you talking about, Karl? I
think it's a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, yeah.
These the same people that were spreading those malicious worm rumours.
My hangover's coming back. I've got to get some water. Play a record that was rubbish.
Anyway.
Educating Ricky.
Good, we've settled that then. Go on.
The titles that are meant to sort of pull you in.
Yeah.
We've got, what was it? Stocking, Aitken and Waterman.
Yeah.
You've got It's Not His Fault. And Get a Load with This.
Get a load with this. So, which pun do I pick first? I think I'll go for Get a Load with This.
Get a lobe of this.
Yeah, get a lobe of this, yeah.
Well, that's a story about a girl who she was deaf, right, for 4 years, and it happened quite a bit back this.
What year? Or was it?
I think it was
ages ago. Was it?
About quite a bit back. She was deaf for about 4 years, having an argument with her mum, it said, which I didn't quite understand because I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
But she was having an argument, and a man pushed her against the wall, and she banged her head, and her hearing came back.
Okay.
Was she wearing a Walkman, and it fell out, and she'd realised,
there's no explanation.
There's no explanation? Well, why is that teaching me something then?
So I knew you'd say this, right? So I thought, right, I'll stick something on it. Do you know that bees are deaf?
No, you can't just, no. If you ask someone something they don't know the answer to, they don't tell you something else. Just, I'll tell you something else then. I can't answer that, I'll tell you something else. Imagine that, if you asked a teacher. Look, how do birds fly? Wow, if you're going to do that. Tallest building is, I mean, what?
Well,
that was the equivalent, Karl, of running away when they asked you a question.
Yeah, the intellectual equivalent. Look over there, there's a monster.
Yeah.
Listen. What do you mean? What she? Okay, so
her hearing.
There's no explanation. There's no explanation, or you don't know.
Well, there isn't one, is there? Really, it's a bit weird.
Did the doctors not look into it?
No, I think they just said, "Oh, that's good."
So again, I don't. Where did this information go? Is that if you read this on the net? Is that all they put on the net?
There was once a deaf woman who hit her head and she could hear.
Came back.
It was bizarre things about being deaf.
Was there three
I've got that book. Yeah, it's a good book. That
was there three more pages you just couldn't be bothered to read on?
Yeah.
No, it was just a little bit. And it
was there a little picture, a cartoon picture?
No pictures. I just read
going,
it.
Ow!
Look,
ow!
If you don't want to know, if you don't want to learn, you know.
Yeah. Okay. It's not his fault. Let me have it's not his fault. You got to save this. This has got to teach me something. It'll be an interesting story.
Right. It's not his fault. This fella.
Yeah. What year? Ages ago?
Olden times?
I'd say in the 70s.
Okay.
Would you? Any evidence for that?
And
does he wear flares in the story?
Right.
Is that your reason?
No, it's a bit like Yuri Geller, this fella, right? Where he's electric.
He's electric.
And if he walks past the telly would fizz. If he walked past the radio, it all goes like that.
Ooh.
His hair stuck up all the time. And he'd be having a bath and everything would be all right. And then the power would sort of switch on in his body. And the electric in his body made him jump out of the bath. So...
What do you mean so? What is that so? What does that so mean? You've given us nothing. You've given us nothing.
You'd have to at least give us the scientific explanation.
Yeah.
Electric eels have 400 volts in them.
Oh, is this the running away again?
What was that one called?
Yeah, but
it's not his fault.
But there's a reason not his fault. It's not his fault. I thought it was going to be something about
I think we should do these the other way around. I think you should tell us the story and then we'll hear the pun.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Right, let's leave it.
Play a tune.
Forget it.
Educating Ricky.
We're not doing it.
No, we are.
What are you going for?
Oh, he can handle it, I think.
Don't worry about him. He candle it.
He candle it. Okay, let's hear this one.
Right, are you familiar with the phrase burning the candle at both ends?
Yeah.
Do you know how it's come about?
I know a man who does.
I assumed that it was to get more light in the room.
How would that work?
Well, they'd put it sideways and light both wicks, so out of one candle they could get two. No, go on.
No, what it is...
it means you're doing too much, you're staying up too much, you're not getting enough sleep in your...
Well, years ago...
Yeah.
When they didn't have light bulbs and that...
Oh yeah, what year is this? Literally ages ago.